Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I love this.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coon.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today. You know what, Reid? You might be on to something.
All right, here's what's going on in the Nasty Cup.
TV's right there. It's a very special day. And no, I'm not talking about American Thanksgiving. I mean, whoop-de-poodity. That's great. You have a weird holiday on a Thursday. Good for you. And you schedule football games. You schedule football games several other days of the week.
Stop it.
Like, dude, does the whole world have to stop? Yes, the Oilers are back at practice. That's great. We'll talk about that. But it's an extremely special day here at Edmonton Sports Talk, because one of our all-star employee family members is here, and he was right beside me, and now he's roamed away.
Cooper.
If you're on YouTube, we're gonna put him on camera. You got us on the audio streams, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio. We appreciate that as well. Coop the Corgi is here, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jay's legendary dog. The first member of Jay's family with whom I bonded.
Yes.
And he's here in the studio today. He was taking part in something Edmonton Sports Talk related that will be unveiled probably in a few days. So keep an eye out for that as well. He had a bit of a starring role in something that we're doing here, a bit of a special project. So Coop is hanging out here all day long. If you're not able to watch us on YouTube, Jay currently has Coop in his lap, and Coop is showing his belly and other areas of his undercarriage, his sensitive male area, as we often refer to it.
Sorry, Cooper.
Was live on camera.
Mean to expose you.
He's like, come on, Jay, like, you're really gonna just put me out there like that?
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy. Does he like being up high?
I'd say 50-50.
You know what he liked doing? He liked sniffing around the kitchen and when finding people who were eating and waiting for crumbs or food.
He's a good cleanup.
He was quite happy when I accidentally spilled I threw a fake tantrum and I spilled a plate of chips. Or what was it? The mixture, the Doritos mixture. It's like Doritos, pretzels, and Sun Chips.
Munchies.
The Munchies. And they spilled, and he was quite happy with that.
Yeah.
So Coop the Corgi is here.
Let's just put him up.
He's rocking and rolling. He's on the desk.
Don't jump.
He's hanging out. So he's here until 6 o'clock.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, he almost jumped off. Yeah, I guess he didn't. He didn't like it that much.
There you go. He'll
probably fall asleep. This is the third or fourth time he's been at the station. He usually just winds up falling asleep somewhere.
He probably will fall asleep.
You've had him out to urinate a couple of times.
Yes.
So the schedule was Jay took me out for my regular outdoor urination, and then Jay did a little bit of extra work.
You delivered a poop. Good job.
Thank you. Yes. Thanks for picking it up.
Oh, that's wrong. What?
It was a tough one for me today. I really had to strain to get it out. That's some tape of me on my walk.
What is this?
Jay's trying to get a sound effect playing.
Well, I don't know. This is new.
Call the dogs off.
What was that?
Call the dogs
That's
off.
Shannon Sharp.
Oh,
That's when he was in Baltimore,
Yeah.
and that was their Super Bowl run year.
Call the dogs off.
I like that.
oh, that sounds.
Speaking of
that
Cooper the
sounds
Corgi.
interesting. Okay.
Cooper, call the dogs off.
Jen in the Nasty Chat says, "Isn't it Reid's dog as the Seahawks won that time for that bet?" Yeah, well, sort of. Yes.
Well, yeah, you can. I mean, today he's
my
your dog.
He's my honorary dog.
Yes.
Yes. Trev in the Nasty Chat says he's the best.
Yeah, they had quite a
Triple Crown says love that dog. Rip City Step also says Coop should get a song. Box Pounder says he kind of looks like Jay.
Interesting.
And
I've never been told I look like a dog. I've been told I look like a lot of things.
Probably
Not a dog.
Probably told you were playing like a dog.
Well,
If sometimes when did Jerry Friesen ever tell you were playing like a dog?
no.
What's the worst insult a coach ever gave you?
Oh, being told to leave the gym, I guess.
Just get out.
Just leave.
You got Jablonski.
Yeah, you're done.
Just get out of the gym, Jablonski.
Yeah.
Well, can I at least sit on the bench and
No.
just be a sub? No, you're not. You can't be in the gym.
No, I don't even want to look at your smug face. That's probably what would be the worst. How's your day been, Reid?
No, I've had quite a good day.
You know, my day's been fantastic.
Full of complaining.
We did that video we did today. I'm not telling anything about it.
It's a project.
Project, sorry. I think that might be that was really good work. I wish I knew who wrote the script behind it.
Well, I wrote most of it.
Oh, fantastic job, Reid.
Well,
That was
then we
amazing.
improv as we actually shoot it. But I wrote Coop. I did write Coop apart.
You did.
Yeah.
That's why he's here.
So, because I wanted an excuse to get him
He
in.
was on time for his call.
He showed up. He was in the makeup trailer on time.
He was ready to roll.
He was very good. Oh, this is a fun day. I've had a great day as well, even though I feel like I just sat around and muttered to myself most of the morning. Well, no, we were doing the video.
What's new?
Then that's pretty much how I prepare for the show. It is 7-7, Kansas City and Dallas. How about this? We get to bring you live updates of an NFL game throughout the course of a show.
What a time to be alive.
3:53 left in the first quarter, so it's fun watching that. If you are upset that we are giving scores in the game, I hate to be this blunt. Too bad. We're not going to say spoiler alert. We're not going to say in case you're taping the game. We're just going to give the score and talk about things that happened.
Yes.
Like if it was that big a deal to you to not know what happens in this game ahead of time, then you really have to not be around humanity all day.
This is true.
Like you need to be like the lead character in Pluribus who lives alone in a city, something like that. 7-7, 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Chet Palmer will have an update on the earlier game when we get to that in a few minutes as well.
He sure will.
For the afternoon sports report. Oilers practice today. Quick notes there, and we'll have some audio coming up a little bit later on from Matthias Ekholm and Stuart Skinner. So Roslovic, what did I call him?
Roscoe.
Roslovic.
Well, that's what Chet calls him.
No, that's not his name. Roslovic.
God, I thought you were joking.
Well, no, because I totally blanked out because I wrote down Roscoe on my notes. He's questionable for Saturday. He's hurt, didn't practice. Kapanen practiced. You may have seen the video on social media. Then apparently tweaked something near the end of the practice and went off the ice quite angry and slammed a bunch of sticks down on the bench that were propped up. So that's not good for him. Knobloch didn't offer an update after practice. Nugent Hopkins and Lazar cleared to play on Saturday at Seattle. That's a 2 p.m. game, 1 o'clock here on Edmonton Sports Talk for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show hosted by the incredible Tom Gazzola. So McDavid with Savoy and Hyman, Draisaitl with Podkolzin and Kapanen, but we'll see about that. Nugent Hopkins at center with Clattenburg and Mangiapane, Henrique with Frederick and Lazar. Tomaszek was the extra forward. But again, we'll see Ekholm, Bouchard, Nurse, Regula, Kulak, Emerson, Skinner, and Pickard, of course, the goalies. Knobloch didn't say who's going to start on Saturday, and Wallman is day-to-day, so I guess we'll see about him for the weekend as well. But we got more coming up in the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel. You can get in touch. First of all, if you're on YouTube, thank you for being there. Thank you you got to see a cute dog today, so it really doesn't matter how we look. Click the thumbs up if you're there. Chat with us and with each other in the nasty chat. And remember, give us that thumbs up.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
All right. And of course, you can email Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. You can send us a text at 780-218-9999. That's the afternoon inbox presented by River Crew Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant. $18.99 prime rib special, available 7 days a week except show nights from 11:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. That's available for dine-in and for takeout. Keep going. Again, let's rally with that thumbs up on YouTube. We've done a good job getting 100 and beyond in most shows lately, especially as we've got deeper into the Oilers season. So do not be a pleasure delayer. Get in there and give the thumbs up right away. Corbin in the nasty chat says, afternoon, gents. How's it going? Brad Marchand says, people call me all sort of dog-related names. And Scotty says, Jay, were you playing like a dog or playing like a dog?
Oh,
D-A-W-G.
good question.
Yeah.
Dog.
Call the dogs off.
I'm going to have fun with that.
Yeah. What is he saying?
Call the dogs off.
Play that again?
Call the dogs off.
What?
Help is
Okay.
on the way.
Okay, I couldn't pick up on that.
Yeah, so he's he's referencing. So I think they were ahead in the game by quite a bit.
Beating
Reid.
somebody bad,
and he
yeah.
said to call the dogs off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I get the
woof,
meaning
woof,
of the phrase.
woof.
I just couldn't understand.
Oh,
what
I
he
thought
was
you
saying.
didn't understand the
No, I know
meaning
what
of
I know
call
what it
the
means to
dogs
call
off.
the dogs off. 4th and goal for the Kansas City Chiefs. Dying seconds of the first quarter. They're going for it from the 2. Mahomes will pass. Kelsey will catch it for a touchdown with 1 second left. And, they just showed a woman on TV. That was not Taylor Swift.
Brittany Mahomes.
That was Brittany Mahomes. Is T Swift at the game?
Well, given that they showed Brittany Mahomes first,
I would guess.
I would guess no.
Or maybe they just decided, let's show every other wife.
Yeah, no, that's not how they work. They being the NFL. I would have no problem if they did. I know there's some
That's a
people.
good throw there. Good throw and
It's
catch.
not a great throw. It's a great catch. Throw was a little
He
behind.
put it within his catch radius because he has a lot of arm talent. And Kelsey has a lot of hand talent.
Hey, you know who I ran into last night? Elks head coach Mark Killam.
Oh, cool.
Good guy.
Now, we probably can announce it today.
Can we?
You want to wait?
No, let's do it now.
Mark Killam in studio for an hour on Monday's show.
Are you kidding me?
Talking to us, talking to you, taking questions from you. It is, basically it's 1 year on the job because I
Yeah.
think he was hired December 2nd, so we're going to have him on December 1st. So that'll be really cool to have Mark coming in. How's that? Now, what, your kids play the same sports?
Yeah, our kids play basketball against each other. They weren't playing against each other last night, but there were several games going on at the facility in that age group.
Now, do a lot of people try to talk to him, do you notice, or
Nope.
is he pretty much left alone?
Yeah, he's left alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I don't know. What are you going to say?
Well, some people might be jerks.
I did notice he took a standing approach. There are bleachers, but he chose to stand.
Well, he's got a lot of energy.
In the corner.
Stands during the entire game.
Kind of like me. I can't sit.
Does he cheer or yell? Or I wonder if, given
He
his
applauded.
professional position, he probably just tries to be positive.
Positive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I wonder if you were a pro coach, and Knobloch's kid is on the Huskies?
Edmonton Huskies, yes.
Right. Now, I know it's different sports, but I imagine if you were a coach in that situation, you'd probably make sure you're just the supportive parent.
Well, you have to be.
Like, you don't want to yell at the refs. You don't want to yell at your own coach. There's no sense yelling at the other team.
You know what? Even if
Yeah.
nobody just
And plus, that's the thing that they would realize better than anybody else. I'm not helping if I act like a wacko, right?
well, yeah. I will say
If I
this,
cheer
that
good plays, then I'm doing my thing as a parent, right?
the refs were getting at me last
Well, the
night.
refs always get it. They're amateur.
No, these were older people. They
doesn't
should have
matter.
known better. It was bad. They let the game get out of hand. We were playing a very physical team.
Okay.
Coached by former Eskimo Rick Walters.
Oh yeah, he's done a lot of coaching because he's been on the Bears staff
Yeah.
and was he on the Wildcat staff as well?
Huskies, I think.
was it Huskies?
Briefly, and then York. He was out at York for a year. Yeah. Physical team. But boy, things got a little interesting.
Well, I'd say make the refs call it.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be my attitude.
That's what I was telling them.
All right, it is time for your afternoon headlines. They are presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. The Oilers are at West Edmonton Mall tonight. Forget about the autographs, boys. Maybe get the wife something nice from Woodward's for Christmas. Oh, Roscoe wasn't on the ice today. That'd be a big hole in the lineup if he can't play against Seattle on Saturday. And how about Cappy giving those sticks the business when he left practice? That'll teach him, Cappy. How about some turkey football? Start of the second quarter, Chiefs leading Dallas 14-7. Earlier, Cheeseheads over Jungle Kings 31-24. I'm Chet Palmer.
Jungle Kings.
Well, lions are the kings of the jungle, aren't they?
Are they?
You call the lion the king of the jungle, not the Detroit Lions. The lion itself is known as the king of the jungle.
Really?
Look
Yeah.
at, even
Yeah,
Coob,
accurate, yeah.
Look at how
That was great.
enthusiastically Coob is nodding.
I love that. I'm using that in my my own sports report.
Well, who's
Maybe
the
not.
king of this? Who's the king of the Africa or the
What do you mean the king of Africa is a continent, not a nation?
lions? Are I don't think of lions as jungles. I think of tigers as jungles.
King of the
Really?
jungle.
Well, the lions don't live in jungles. Tigers live in jungles.
That is actually
and jaguars.
yeah, they're the king of the jungle.
I think. Don't lions live in jungles?
No, lions live in the
yeah.
savannah.
That's true. They're
known for having drought.
Oh,
and dry
here's
seasons.
somebody put on Reddit. Why are lions called king of the jungle when they mainly live in grassy plains?
That's right.
King of the plain.
Jungle comes from a Sanskrit word that means wilderness or place that's uninhabited by humans. Because English likes to change things, jungle eventually came what it does today, a very specific type of wilderness. The lion has been king of the jungle since before English changed the meaning.
Oh,
That's from somebody on
So I'm right.
Reddit who may or may not be wrong.
Well, they
Smitty the
should
Welder.
adapt it.
Smitty the Welder says kings of the safari. That's what I would say.
I like that.
Chet's got to do some more research on this. Because when you say king of the jungle,
Yeah, I think Chet is pretty much set in how he's going to refer to the Lions. I think
God bless him.
I think he's decided.
yeah, that's true. There's probably no changing Chet at this point in his life.
he's decided.
It's Cooper in the
Coop's getting close to those
Cooper in the
wires
weeds?
down there.
Cooper.
He's gonna shut off the show at some
Coop,
point.
oh yeah, we got to watch Coop. Need some surge protection for.
He's over
Coop.
here, and I'm like, hey, no, don't chew those wires. Don't. He wasn't.
That was the,
relax here, Cooper, okay? You just sit here, little boy.
It's like people talk to their dogs like their dogs can.
I
Like,
mean,
I think your dogs can understand emotion.
Why?
They don't know that you're saying hello. They just know that you're.
I think they know it's a greeting after a while. I
Possibly.
think there's certain things. I was reading somewhere that dogs can sense when you're stressed out.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and they'll share it or try to comfort you.
Comfort, yeah.
Yeah, dogs are great animals.
Like horses are said to have a healing spirit to them.
Do they? This is a very odd question, but you bring up horses. I know this is off tangent, but they
Yeah,
sweat
kings
in
of
a
the jungle.
certain way. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Like the way they sweat isn't normal. Like
How so?
I don't know how to describe. It kind of comes out in like a line of silk. Does it not?
No.
Does that make sense? No. So
They
they
sweat.
just they just
sweat like you and
normal?
me.
Oh, what? I saw a post somewhere.
They
I
sweat
know.
in their armpits just like you and
Okay.
I.
Yeah.
They sweat down their chest a lot.
Oh. Okay. Interesting. Do you talk to your dog like a person? Like you
Not like a
have a
person.
full conversation. You're like, so
Like
I
Coopy Coop.
saw a bird today.
I talk like baby talk to him.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I
Because
would do.
that's what he is. You know, he's my little guy.
Yeah. He's your coop.
He's my Coop the Corgi.
780-218-9999 is how you can text us the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. And you may want to use that here for our next fun topic. It's the off-topic topic. For William Huff, since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best it can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout at 780-454-4536. So tonight, the Oilers are doing their autograph session at West Edmonton Mall. It's from 6 to 8 p.m., it'll be groups of players in groups of 2 or 3, but McDavid and Draisaitl are on their own, and the lineups have been since early this morning, especially for McDavid and Draisaitl. So here's our question for our off-topic topic. Who, of anyone in the world, would have longer lines than McDavid and Draisaitl for an autograph session at West Edmonton Mall? This is not another Oiler. This is not another athlete. I mean, it can be, but who, out of anyone in the world, would
Anyone in the world.
would have longer lines than Leon and Connor for an autograph session at WEM?
Wow.
Now, the first one that came to mind, and I asked a few friends this morning, and the number one reply that I got, and it's also the person I suggested, was Taylor Swift.
Yep.
That's a no-brainer.
You're gonna get a line.
How about another pop artist, Sabrina Carpenter? She sold out. She had a 5-night run at MSG. Sold it out every single night. Would
Good.
be huge.
I don't know much about her.
I don't know much about her either.
I don't think she's as big as T Swift.
No, she's becoming an icon though, big time.
Is she married to an NFL player?
No, not yet.
I think she has to start with an Arena League player
yeah.
and get
Actually,
a divorce.
she's starting the CFL.
Start in the CFL.
Yeah, then use that to, take the next jump.
Who else did we get written in here? A few people said Ronaldo.
Yeah, Trev said Ronaldo.
He was
A
big
couple
on
of my
that, yeah.
friends said Ronaldo. What else did I get here? Jasmine said Ronaldo as well. Well, Jasmine's one of my friends. She's probably like, I'm one of your... Yes, you are.
Smitty the Welder says Reid Wilkins.
Well, I'm flattered, but probably not. One of my friends jokingly said Moo Deng, that little...
Oh, the little hippopotamus.
the pygmy hippo. Tom Brady was suggested. Messi. Lionel?
Lionel?
Is it Lionel or Lionel?
Lionel?
But he's
Lionel?
another big,
Lionel?
big one. Did I say Gretzky? If
Yeah.
Gretzky did an autograph session at West Edmonton Mall, would he get more people today in line than Leon or Connor?
Ooh.
Or would it just be a lot of people?
I think it's hard to say. I think it would just be a lot of people. Duck Dad makes a good point about Smitty saying you, because you could get autographs from Reid, the bookbinder, Chet Palmer, the River Lion.
That is a good point.
And so it'd be bang for your buck value.
I'd physically move over into a different chair. Like
Yeah.
I'd sign this myself, be like, okay, thank you. Next, but then I'd pop over. Oh, hello. Would you like me to bind a book of all the autographs you have, young man? You know I've met Jason Milne, have you?
I had one that I think that would fill the mall. I don't think it would be one line. I think it would just be a mass of people. Now, this one is one of those ones that either it would be full if you love them, and a lot of people would come out to tell them how much they hate them.
That's not it being in a lineup, though.
Oh, yes, people would line up for that. And it'd be Elon Musk and or Donald Trump. I mean, you did say anyone in the world.
I did say anywhere in the world, but not saying sports. Could be anybody.
I mean, your West Edmonton Mall would be at capacity if Donald Trump came here. And I'm not saying in a good way necessarily.
There'd be autograph seekers and protesters, probably.
Oh,
yeah, probably.
Yes. Impersonators.
I don't know if autograph collectors, well, I don't know what value that would have or sentimental value. I don't know.
For the president of the United States, autograph?
Yeah, I
Two-time
guess.
president?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, there's that's probably pretty valuable on certain things to certain people.
Yeah, fair enough.
But
That's an interesting suggestion. I didn't think you were going to go there. Somebody said Bret Hart, one of my buddies. I think Tom Gazzola might have the best one, though. Eric Braden, who plays Victor Newman on Young and the Restless.
Oh, he would move the needle.
I'd be lining up for that.
He was a sharp man.
He's still on the show.
But he was sharper.
I suppose.
He was always the old regal man. You know, he's the old...
Was he ever a villain on Young and Restless? He must have been.
He had to have been. Did you watch Young and the Restless?
No, like the last few minutes would be on before Star Trek The Next Generation. Young and the Restless is still on, isn't it? Or am I missing out on that? It's still an active soap opera, isn't it? Isn't it one of the few that are left?
Kiss is in the nasty chat. They go,
Just clear in their throat.
I'm sorry, Kiss. Well, Kiss would move the needle, no question.
Kiss would get a long lineup. I think Taylor Swift would get more.
Hampton Steve says the Pope. Good
Oh,
one.
somebody texted me the Pope, yeah.
Beyonce and Barack Obama would have long ones.
So another, yeah, I guess any sitting or past U.S. president would have some cachet.
Any love for Justin Bieber? He's not really big into the, Post Malone maybe?
Yeah.
He'd be up there.
They do good. I don't know if they do, Trump numbies.
But, Morgan Wallen?
They do good. Yeah, Morgan Wallen would be. Would Morgan Wallen be bigger than Bieber?
I think at this point, yeah.
I think at this point, yes.
I guess, yeah.
Tate
But
McRae.
even autograph seekers might just think, oh, this is a chance to get this person's autograph into my collection. So that'd be interesting. Young and the Restless is still going. It's been on air since March 26, 1973.
And it's been renewed.
We'll have to do a 53rd anniversary show in March.
Yes. Has
it been renewed?
Yeah, well, according to AI, the Young and the Restless has been renewed through 2027-28.
Did I say Beyonce?
Oh.
Somebody said Beyonce?
Yeah.
Somebody just sent me a message, Meryl Streep, but then LOL. Actually, that's someone who would be interesting to meet and talk to for a couple minutes.
Who?
Meryl Streep.
Sure.
They'll be like, so, what's it like to be one of the greatest living actors of the last 50 years? Like, and when I've seen her interviewed, she seems like the most down-to-earth person, too.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe.
She was in Only Murders in the Building.
Oh.
It's a good show.
Jen Cool says Freddie Mercury.
Now, okay, so do you want to
says
say,
if alive.
do you want to bundle in people who have left us?
I'd say give us one living and one gone.
Sure. So who of anyone in the world, living or dead, give us one of each, would have longer lines than Leon and Connor for an autograph session at West Edmonton Mall? Now, we're assuming if you're giving a dead person, we're guessing how many people they would have had at the peak of their life.
What about
Elvis? Like,
what about Rasputin?
That's pre-internet, though. Who really knew about him?
Well, he's a star now.
Outside of the Russian court.
Karl Marx?
Alexander the Great.
Nicholas, the Tsar of Russia?
You know who would get, and he'd be interesting to have a conversation with him, is one of the turtles that Charles Darwin studied. Okay, we're...
now it's really, the floodgates are officially open.
We're really going here. All right. We got the Oil Understood coming up. He's Jay. I'm Reid. Goob, go now.
Kapanen of the Oilers left practice early this morning with an injury. No update on his status. Well, Jack Roslovic is questionable for Saturday's matchup with the Kraken. He was absent from this morning's skate. Meanwhile, being cleared for the game on Saturday, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Curtis Lazar are expected to play out west. Down south, it's the Chiefs and Cowboys underway. About 5 minutes into the second quarter, it's Kansas City leading 14-10. After that, we see Joe Burrow returning for the Bengals to face the Ravens. First start for him since week 2. Join Lieutenant Eric for that one at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge at Centric Casino on Fort Road. Meanwhile, Jackson Dart of the Giants has cleared concussion protocol, as Pittsburgh's Aaron Rodgers was a full participant at practice for the first time since he fractured his left wrist November 16th. On the court, Steph Curry of the Warriors is expected to miss a week with a quad injury that forced him to leave yesterday's game against the Rockets in the fourth quarter. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Get your home holiday ready with Paramount Flooring. For over 33 years, Paramount's family-owned business has a reputation for earning trust with fair pricing, dependable service, and quality workmanship. Call 780-483-1991 and mention EST for 10% off. Paramount Flooring, flooring for the life you live. More with Reid and Jay following the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Two guys and a goalie.
I don't think the Oilers actually broke the Flames. I think the Flames broke the Flames. And people wanting out of Calgary broke the Flames. And internal stuff in the dressing room broke the Flames. Some of the management decisions and ownership decisions about who is making decisions around the table.
That was Sutter behind the bench. That was a tough situation.
It wasn't the right
Two guys
fit.
and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
hockey is heating up, and so is the excitement on Play Alberta. With casino winners every hour, jackpots worth millions, and revenue that stays in the province, there's never been a better time to sign up. Right now, our listeners can score a $50 free bet when they make a minimum $50 deposit with code EST50. That's code EST50 for a $50 free bet. Start playing with your game sense today to find out if you're Alberta's next winner. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
All right, 14-10, Chiefs leading the Cowboys halfway through the second quarter. The second of the triple header for Thanksgiving football from the National Football League. He's Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. We are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Pizza Sunday back at the Canadian Brewhouse after 4 p.m. Grab an 8-inch 2-topping pizza for just $9.99. Wash it down with $6.99 doubles and $1 off Bud Light tankards. We're going to have Jay's play of the day in 10 or 15 minutes. Nick Anderson from your Edmonton Elks is going to join us to talk about American Thanksgiving and turkey and Thanksgiving memories of growing up, and of course touch on the Elks season as well. He had kind of a tough year because when he played, got hurt, came back and was injured again, right? Yeah. So we'll see how he's doing as well. That'll be good to catch up with Nick. He's always been a very good interview. Our Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week is from the sport of softball. Yes. So that's pretty cool. And we're going to have Brian Rode from Marmot Basin for an update for what's going on there. We had Brian on last year during the ski season, so I guess we're getting into that again. Just opened yesterday. Okay, cool. Well, words of the day, buying or selling, all the usual fun stuff. We usually bring you our off-topic topic for William Huff, who, out of anybody who has ever lived, would have longer lines than McDavid and Draisaitl for an autograph session at West Edmonton Mall. So you can keep those coming in. Had this one come in JFK. On the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Michael Jackson. Chris Purper says Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan. Yeah, well, Jordan, that'd be big, yeah. Yeah, if Michael Jordan was all of a sudden doing an autograph session at West Edmonton Mall, how early would people line up for that? Well, I guess whenever they let you. Depends if you're allowed to bring, like, hey, if you have a rookie card. Because the McDavid stuff, like, you can't bring something for McDavid to sign. He signs an upper deck. I believe it's kind of one of those oversized cards. Yeah. Yeah. So, and I think, isn't it one item per person? What are the rules here? Because remember, we read them when they were announced. Thursday, November 27th, 6 to 8. The limit, there's a limit of one autograph per person per player. Posed photograph opportunities not available. 300. The first 300 people for McConnor and Leon are guaranteed to get an autograph. Other than that, I guess it depends on the speed of the line. What time does it actually start, though? 6. It's 6 to 8. 6 to 8. Connor McDavid will only be signing custom upper deck photos provided at the table. Oh, so Leon, you could bring something, but it's still one autograph per person per player. Interesting. And I mean, there'd be a limited conversation. So here are the people who are grouped together: Clattenburg, Hyman, and Philp, Pickard and Skinner, Ekholm and Kulak, Frederick, Henrique, Savoy. McDavid is all by himself. And where is he, in the Ice Palace again? No, he's near the Phase 1. Oh, he's at the intersection of where Zellers, the Bay, and Sears used to be. Or what were Eaton's. He's where Eaton's, remember, one way was Eaton's, straight ahead was the Bay, and the other one was, now it's a Toyota and HomeSense and something else. Okay. He's been right on the Ice Palace some years. Emberson, Lazar, and Nuge are together. Janmark, Mangiapane, Tomashek are together. Nurse, Podkolzin, and Wallman grouped together. Bouchard with Regula, and then Draisaitl. So Draisaitl's on level 2 up by the brick. So he's kind of above Connor, but a little bit down. So they don't have anybody. Bouchard and Regula are near the Ice Palace, but a couple of years, because I used to do Inside Sports from there, various locations. Like 1 year, he was right in the middle of the Ice Palace, and they just lined people up on the covered the hockey rink and lined people up there. So who do you think? Like who's the second best table?
Well, Draisaitl.
Sorry, third best table. Would it be where Hyman is or where Nuge is? Would those be the other big ones? Probably.
Probably. Maybe Ekholm?
Maybe.
People like Ekholm.
Yeah.
Tell you who it's not. Skinner and Pickard.
I saw people posting. They had a huge lineup early in the morning. Here's the thing.
Yeah, but if you go to the mall and you see, okay, this one's lined up, we might as well go get one where we're going to get something.
Oh, sure. And I've seen people, they'll run around, right? They'll try to get as many as possible. But this isn't, and I don't think this is what you were suggesting, this isn't an opportunity for people to go air their grievances with the players, right? The people who we get in the chat who every day hate Skinner, hate Nurse, hate whoever, they're not going. And probably to some extent, kids are going.
Hopefully,
who just want autographs.
Yeah. Whoever wants.
If you're an autograph collector, then it's just about collecting the autographs. It's not like, here's my chance to tell Nurse to clear the puck. I don't think people would hopefully. I don't think they would do that in this situation. I would hope not. Anyway, would you do that?
Okay,
well, I know you wouldn't do that.
We've got the rookie in the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox.
Okay.
Update from West Edmonton Mall.
Oh, good.
He's there.
Good.
Or she, I don't know. Update for West Edmonton Mall. I'm tired. P.S. There actually is a lineup at the goaltenders table. Reid, you just mentioned that. And he says, I did Leon 2 years ago. Trust me when I say there is zero conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably says, hi, what's your name?
Zero would imply he just says and nothing. Do you even think he recognizes?
He must get a name, unless no, I don't know how it works. Maybe you give the name to somebody first, and that person says, "Hey, Leon, this is Jay," and then he writes.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
But I assume while he was signing, if you said, "Hey, Leon, I really enjoy watching you play," I'm sure he'd say, "Thank you.
Thank you.
We're trying to do better," or something. I don't know. Maybe not. Conversation. Okay. When I say conversation, I mean an exchange that might last 5 to 10 seconds.
Right.
Let's give an example. Thank you. So maybe.
So you're Leon.
Right.
Okay. Oh, hey, Leon. Thanks for signing this. I think you're having a great season.
Well, thanks. What's your name?
Jay Milne.
Jay? How do you spell Milne?
Milne.
All right. All right. Thanks, Jay. Thanks for your support.
That would be way more than I would have thought.
You think it's just somebody whispers in my ear.
Yeah.
This is Jay. And then you would come up.
And Leon doesn't say anything.
But you still might say what you want to say. They can't stop you from saying hello to the player.
Hi, Leon. I love your hair. What do you put in what product do you use?
There you go.
Oh, that's more what I think.
Well, no one's going to say what product you use.
Why not? I would. I mean, if they're not going to answer.
I wonder how many times later in the evening they get the wrist getting sore.
I wonder if you're allowed to record it.
No, it says, what did it say? Posed photographs are not available, but you can have, so if you lined up, I think I could hang back from outside the line and film you getting the autograph. They can't stop that. Or
just turn your phone on and while you're going up to the table, record how it goes.
Oh, I guess you could probably do that. Wear a GoPro. But I told you when I was near... This was right before COVID and right before the goalie fight game. I did my show at the end of Bourbon Street, right across from the statue of the Lady of the Night. And to my left were Haas and Clefbaum. And the line did die down enough around 7:30. Clefbaum came over and did a quick 2 to 3 minute interview on my show. Because there were probably less than 20 people in line. So they just said, hey, Elsk, you're just going to do a quick interview. It wasn't like they made 100 people. So it does die down a little bit later on.
Sure.
So I think if you want to try to get as many as possible, you can scurry around.
Right. That makes sense. Big Ukes Indoor Voice says,
who is that?
Stauffer and Jack don't have... Oh, no, that's the 55-yard line. Stauffer and Jack don't have a table? I'm surprised Stauffer doesn't have his own table.
Well, I think it's a player autograph session.
But still, I'm surprised.
Do you think Knob should have a table?
No. Stauffer should, though. I really think
Well, I could tell you where I wouldn't be lining up.
Well, just think of the conversation there. That would be great conversation. You'd be all over.
That's true. You'd be trying to get away.
You'd be like, hey,
oh, Bob, I think there's more people in line. I better go. Yeah, no, I heard you used to cover the Golden Bears, Bob. Thanks for telling me. Yes, I did know Chris Knobloch played there. Yes, thank you. Thank you for telling me.
Duck Dad says, what product do you use, Jay? I don't know. Hardly anything.
So if you lined up, would you be disappointed if the player was just static? Like not rude, but not friendly?
Yes.
You'd be disappointed?
Yep. Show some personality.
Would you be disappointed if you complimented that player and they didn't even say thanks?
100%.
What if they just said, oh, thank you?
That's good enough.
That'd be enough?
And make eye contact.
Like look up from the autograph
like
for a
look
second.
up at me. Oh, thank
Like
you.
they probably know your name.
Acknowledge that I've waited here all day for your autograph, for my kid is here. Like if I came, first off, I would have a child with me. One of my kids. That sounded weird. One of my kids I would bring to this autograph session. And if my kid came up and said, hey, Leon, it's really nice to meet you. And Leon, now we're just throwing things around. I'm not saying Leon's a complete
We're just using the big
here,
guys as the example. Yeah.
right? And he didn't say like, hey, thanks for coming out. I'd be pissed.
Yeah. But
I'd be like, screw you,
yeah.
man. They'd have to come and take me away.
Right.
I'd sick Coop the corgi on him.
But everything about Leon is that Leon is an outgoing, funny, warm human being, except to Jim Matheson. And anybody within a 10-foot radius of Jim Matheson. Coyote Steve says, hey, Jay, I wonder if the Oilers are signing I must try harder with all autographs. That'd be funny.
What's that mean? I don't understand that.
That's like doing lines like I must try harder. I must try harder. I must try harder. They write that with
like
all the
Bart
autographs.
Simpson on the chalkboard.
Yeah. This is, of course, part of, and we're going to have more of the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around. From turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors, they are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years. Now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel! Understood. All right, we will have some clips from Skinner. Speaking of Jim Matheson, he flat out asked Stuart Skinner today, what do you think of the fans wanting another goalie?
Wow. Bring the fire.
We'll get that soundbite. Jay's play of the day is coming up. Buying or selling Nick Anderson from the Elks. We'll keep you updated on the football. We got a dog in studio. What more could you want from this show? Give us a thumbs up on YouTube.
The dogs off.
Here's Zach.
Edmonton's Jack Roslovic was absent from practice this morning. He's questionable for Saturday's game in Seattle, while Kapanen left the ice early due to injury. No update on his status, with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Curtis Lazar expected to play this weekend. One game wrapped up, 2 games in the NFL left to go. It's the Chiefs and Cowboys underway. The Cowboys taking the lead up 17-14 with 3:10 left to go in the first half. After that, the Ravens and Bengals matchup. It's Joe Burrow making his return for Cincinnati. First start since week 2. He's been out with a foot injury. Join Lieutenant Eric for the game at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on 4 Road. Kickoff at 6:20. In other news, Pittsburgh's Aaron Rodgers was a full participant at practice for the first time since the 16th after fracturing his left wrist. Elsewhere, Devontae Smith is good to go for the Eagles as they battle the Bears this week. He's been fighting a chest and shoulder injury. From Golden State, Steph Curry is out a week with a quad injury sustained last night against the Rockets. Meanwhile, the International Olympic Committee has approved 3 figure skaters from Russia and Belarus to compete as neutrals in the upcoming Winter Olympics. This Sports Update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since '93. They have doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. Reid and Jay roll on with the show after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Oil Stream.
We're going to introduce Oilers forwards to the front of the other team's net. Like Clattenburg last night looked like he was young Cam Neely compared to this group. Like he goes in, hammers somebody behind the net. The Oilers must have been like, what the hell is that allowed? He went to a place called the front of the net.
What is that?
Where he got a rebound. That's when the goalie has trouble with the puck because there's people around him.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences. Plus, all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom. And from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Celebrate the holiday season with the Tenors. Joy to the World Tour at River Cree, December 19th. From timeless classics to fresh renditions of favorites, the Tenors arrive just in time for Christmas. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Happy Thanksgiving, Yankee. Hey. 17-14, Cowboys leading the Chiefs, 3 minutes left in the second quarter. That's an NFL game on Thursday afternoon.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Call the dogs off.
There's another game tonight. What is that? Bengals Ravens?
Yes. This one comes in on the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. I don't know who the texture is. Let me know your handle. Matheson telling Stu the fans don't want him anymore. Can someone tell Jim we don't want him anymore? Ouch!
Oh my goodness,
that's a shot at Jim Matheson.
I think Jim hears that from people sometimes. Whatever, that's the nature of the job.
Yeah, I'm sure people say that about me. You?
I know they say it about me.
Well, probably anybody.
Jim's been at it a lot longer than I have. Jim Matheson is a wealth of knowledge. I enjoy talking to Jim. I don't know if you don't like his writing or his coverage or his questions. Oh well, I don't know what to say to that person. And I'm not here to defend Jim, but I mean this is the crazy thing. Like, and you're finding this out. I found it out quickly, and I sort of had to adjust to it. Like the fans are so rabid. Like anything that is even remotely connected to the Oilers, they want to talk about and criticize. You know?
Yes.
It doesn't happen often, but there was even that one guy that wrote into Tom and said, well, if the media confronted Darnell Nurse more, he would play better. Trust me, Darnell Nurse is not motivated by anything said to him by a reporter.
Mm-hmm.
Most days, you saw him after the game a couple of days ago, he was giving short answers and wanted to get out there. He didn't care.
You know,
but it's the mania for the Oilers. It's like everything. Like I've told the story about the guy that was mad that they didn't acknowledge Peter Watts' passing on the scoreboard. And Rob and I were like, well, they did. Well, they didn't put it on TV. And Rob and I were like, well, Sportsnet decides what's on TV. Not like it's especially when the team's going bad. Like find something else to blame. Okay, blame the players, blame the coach, blame the management. Okay, let's blame the PR department. Let's blame the ticketing department. Okay, Reid's there. Yeah, let's blame Reid. Okay, I didn't like that one song they played. Blame the music guy. Like it's just blame. And some of it might be relevant. Some of it's just silly because people are so maniacal about the team. They just want to direct all their hatred and anger and disappointment at anybody they can. I bet you that person didn't think he'd get that type of response, did he?
Probably not, but everybody's entitled to their opinion.
No, absolutely. If he doesn't like Jim Matheson or his coverage, that's fine.
But I will say this. It is amusing to me, being that I am new to this industry, to see that you cannot please everyone.
Well, of course not. Well, you knew that from the furniture business.
No,
you knew that from life.
Reid, that's the thing. I took pride in trying to please everyone.
But
if you had a bad experience, I would go out of my way to try and make it better, unless you were a jackass.
Right.
Then I'd say the hell with you. Beat it. And if you want to go ahead, tell your friends. If your friends are like you, tell them and have them never come shop at my store. Please spread the word.
Right.
If people hang out with you and like it. But when people were honest and good, I would try help them. Here, it's a totally different it's a different game. You can say Connor McDavid is the worst Oiler on the ice, and you'll have a group of people that, you're right. And then you'll have the group of people that just think you're an idiot. Like there's no, you know what I mean? Like you can say whatever you want, and you'll have somebody agree with you and somebody disagree with you.
Sure,
without question.
Sure, but that's also life,
I guess. Not like when you're about opinions. Yes. I mean, if you say that sweatshirt's black, well,
it is black.
That's fact.
Yeah, that's
you
fact.
can't dispute that.
Right. 780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. You are welcome to send us anything you like. Just remember, we might read it and we might react to it.
Well, that's what we're here to do. It's a talk show.
Like I always say, don't try to be part of the show unless you really want to be part of the show.
We'll drag you right in.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Presented by Play Alberta. Why settle for less when you can have it all? Only Play Alberta brings you casino games, live dealers, lottery, instants, and sports betting all in one place. Players can get a $50 casino bonus by depositing $50 and using the code EST Casino. You can get a free $50 sports bet by depositing $50 and using the code EST Sports. Don't forget to use your game sense.
All right. We need a win here, Reid. We need a win. Jay's play of the day needs some success. I had a 2-game parlay that got busted because the Green Bay Packers flipped the script on the Detroit Lions and went 3 for 3, and the Lions did nothing on fourth downs. So I lost that one, Reid. Now it's our chance to get it back. A Lamar Jackson touchdown tonight to cap off the Thursday night football or the Thanksgiving triple header that has been boosted to plus 280. Ride with Jay. This has been sealed, actually, and approved by Matthew Awanek. Big time Ravens fan. He said Lamar will score. No, he didn't say that. Okay. He actually asked me not to because he's a fan of the Ravens. I said, well, Matt.
You don't listen to Matt.
Yeah, this is not Matt's play of the day. This is Jay's play of the day. So head on over to playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on EST specials, and you will see Jay's play of the day boosted to plus 280. And always remember to use your game sense.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
All right, that is presented by Play Alberta. Well, let's get to that clip. So Skinner, Ekholm, Knobloch took some questions today. Old Roscoe, questionable for Saturday, by the way, didn't practice. Here's Skinner's reply. Skinner asked about the fans wanting a new goaltender.
Hasn't that happened? It's happened a lot here, no?
They're down on goalies here. You're too young for that.
No, I was there for that. I felt bad for him. That's happened a few times here. I think it happens anywhere around the league. Goalies need to come up with big saves at big times. I'm not really too sure how much I can really say on that either. It's kind of just part of the game of being a goalie. I decided to choose that. I'm going to try to get my kids to be a player for sure.
What do you think of that?
Honest?
Yeah.
What do you want him to say?
Yeah.
I mean, really, what do you want him to say? And I understand why the question was asked. That's an odd question, but what are you going to say? It's a lose-lose situation. You might as well answer it like that and say, look, I don't know what you want me to say. Yeah, I've seen it here. I know. I grew up here. I've seen it. It sucked. Felt bad for the guy. But what do you want me to say about now?
Yeah. And he did say, it's goalie's job to come up with a big save. So he kind of, I think he offered, I know I'm not doing that. And he did say that in other parts of the interview. I've asked blunt questions or leading questions, I guess. I usually try to do it as diplomatically as possible. If I were to do that, I might be like, it can get pretty hot around the team when they're struggling. How do you handle that when it comes to your position? It's probably how I would have worded that. I don't know if I would have said, hey, some fans don't want you on the team. How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
But
okay, what if you asked Leon Draisaitl a question formed like that? Like, there's people calling for Stu Skinner to be off this team. What do you say? Would Leon even acknowledge it? Because is it not like Leon?
He'd probably just be like, I'm not. There's a lot of opinions out there, But he is you can't. I think for when you're a player on a team that gets the publicity and the fan attention that Skinner does, if you're any player on that team in general, even if the team's going well, I think you have to filter out most of it. What's really the point?
But as
paying attention to.
Okay, but let me ask you this: put yourself in the fans' shoes. Are you not applauding Jim Matheson for asking that?
Well, apparently not.
I know. But that's the thing. Like you want the media. You gotta tell these guys to their face that they suck. Who's gonna stand up and tell Stuart Skinner that nobody likes him?
Yeah,
represent. And then he does, and you still are upset because it's Jim shame on Jim Matheson for asking. Make up your mind. What do you want? It's just that's what I was talking about our conversation. Is you're going to have people on this side, people on that side. You can't have both worlds. Well, I guess you can.
Yeah, sure.
Van Halen did it.
They're the best of both worlds. Yeah. That was a good song.
Great
off
song.
5150. Brett in the Nasty Chat says, Jimmy wonders why people don't like him. Asked the same question to Mikko all those years ago. Well, I'm not sure Matheson really wonders or cares why people don't like him.
No, or should he?
That's one thing.
He's doing his job.
That's one thing you have to remember.
Yes.
The Mikko Kostin question, I know Jim felt bad about how that came out at the time. And there was an occurrence, and that was the dressing room was not open at the days. The players were coming out to the podium. And the next time Koskinen came out, when he exited, Matheson went over and said something to him. I didn't hear it, but I think along the lines of, hey, I asked you a question a couple of weeks ago and I didn't mean it, I didn't put it exactly the way I meant. And Koskinen just shook his head and was like, gave him a smile. I was like, yeah, don't worry about it. I'm not thinking about it.
I don't think they care about
players. Don't
it's like Jim Matheson doesn't care what you think about him, and Stuart Skinner doesn't care what Jim Matheson thinks about Stuart Skinner.
No,
that's the way the cookie crumbles. But I do appreciate, Reid, from your perspective, which I think you laid out well, that you would have formed it in a different way, because that's just not your style, which is why you're unique and why you're great. And why, when responding to your questions, the other night. You had 2. That's a great question. I mean, that's got to be a big win for you as in the locker room.
Well, no, I don't think of it that way. I just
I know you don't.
The Connor question. I actually should. I would rephrase that, though it wasn't a terrible question. But anyway, Jasmine says NHL player interviews are truly useless unless it's Devin Cooley. Rip City Step says Jim responding to fans on Twitter is always fun. Yeah, he does get into it on Twitter, which I virtually never do. Like, I don't even know if I reply to 5 tweets a year. Like that one guy who told me I was derelict in my duties last year, I did reply, and I said, that's good use of the word derelict.
That is a Reid answer.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, we'll do buying or selling. We'll get some clips from Ekholm as well. Nick Anderson's coming up in less than half an hour. Here's the 4 o'clock break.
The Lock Shop.
How are you feeling about the Kansas City Chiefs against this Dallas Cowboys in this 3.5 number?
From a betting standpoint, the 3.5, I actually put it in on a couple parlays, and we talked about it before at 2.5, because I could see this being a close game. That would be very Chiefs-esque. I'm feeling good about getting the win, and that's what they have to have. I'm going to go over 2.5 passing touchdowns for Mahomes, and I think I might put a little smaller amount on the 3.5.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation. With options for every style and budget, open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems. But did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Wholesat, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Get ready for a feast like no other. 40-ounce steak night is back this November at the Canadian Brewhouse. Sink your teeth into a hand-cut 40-ounce ribeye with all the fixins for just $49.99. Tickets available now in store or at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit WJSportsTalk.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Edmonton's Kapanen left practice early this morning with an injury. No update on his status. Well, Jack Roslovic is questionable for Saturday's matchup with the Kraken. He was absent from practice this morning. Well, being cleared for the game, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Curtis Lazar are expected to play out west. Down south, it's the Chiefs and Cowboys underway. They're in halftime right now. Dallas leading 17-14. And after that, Joe Burrow goes behind center for Cincinnati. That's his first start since week 2. He's been out with a foot injury. Ravens and Bengals kick off at 6:20 with Lieutenant Eric down at Sally's Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road for the action. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh's Aaron Rodgers was a full-time participant at practice for the first time since he fractured his left wrist November 16th. And from Houston, CJ Stroud is likely to return for the Texans to take on the Colts this weekend. He's been taking full reps at practice for 2 straight days. On the court, Steph Curry of the Warriors is out a week with a quad injury. That forced him to leave yesterday's game against the Rockets in the fourth quarter. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your Sports Update, Hour 2 The Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Yeah. It's the glue guy, holding it down. You know the vibe. Friday night lights to early morning strides. Used to lace up the cleats, crowd screaming my name. Now I'm lacing up Nikes, but the hustle's the same. Studio lights, hot takes, I'm running the game. Half marathons on Sunday, still chasing that fame. They call me the glue guy, sticking teams together.
This is the glue guy grind. Who put this together again?
My buddy Dave from Ewell.
Oh, wow. That's a good one.
Good guy.
Good day to play this with Coop the Corgi here.
Yeah,
looking at you lovingly from beside your chair. If you're just joining us, Jay's dog is here today.
Yeah.
Cooper, but we call him Coop the Corgi. Wonderful dog. This is the dog, for those of you who are wondering, this is the dog I won in a bet. Now, we never had any intention of fulfilling that bet. We would not, I would not allow Jay to bet Coop the Corgi, and he would never want to, and I would not.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I might wager half my comic collection if I could filter out the worthless comics. That was the bet.
Cooper's having a long day here.
I think he wants to go home, actually.
He wants to go.
He's 6 o'clock, can't come fast enough. I'm sure a lot of our audience is thinking that as well. By the way, if you're watching us on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Let's try to get to 100. I know a lot of people are probably with one eye on football today. That's okay. 17-14, Dallas leading Kansas City at the half. If you are on YouTube, here's the thing. If you haven't done it already, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk. Click the thumbs up and click the share button and send the show link off to other people in your life and get them to participate and give us a thumbs up. You can text 780-218-9999. Afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of the Kitchen Restaurant. Sundays and Mondays, 50% off the entire menu. That's Sundays and Mondays, 5 p.m. until close. You can email reid@edmontonsportstalk.com, jay@edmontonsportstalk.com. We would love to get a limerick or two today.
Yeah.
Why don't I do a limerick on the spot? Give me a topic. Limerick on the spot.
Corgi.
All right. There was once a dog, Coop the Corgi. His favorite board was a smorgy. Low to the ground, but pound for pound, he was the champion of belly rubs. Give me more, G.
Well done.
I don't know if that was well done or just bizarre.
That was
incredibly bizarre.
That was a bit of a curveball. I'm not sure how many words rhyme with
I guess I could have. Well, there's probably more words that rhyme with. Oh, I could have rhymed Adam Scorgy. That's a good point. I could have tried to rhyme something with Coop or Cooper, but I would have wind up using the words poop or pooper, which maybe would have been inappropriate. Well, we've talked about worse on this show, some other things that come up along the way. I think I hear him coming now. Anyway, thanks for checking out the show today. If you're here for the first time, we're happy to get to know you. And if you've been a regular listener or a member of the Nasty Club, we love you as well. Nixon loves corgis. Norman at Combine says, hello, Coop. Brett says, Coop is like, why am I on the table, Papa?
Agreed.
Amishman says, look at Coop. What a good boy. Spency, 5 cents. He says, hi, Coop.
He says hi.
Cupid says, good job keeping it G-rated, Reid. I'm not sure I've ever been associated with the general rating. But thank you, Cupid, for your encouragement.
What are the ratings?
I think I think Canada might be different than, or TV might be different than movies. It was G, PG, PG-13, and R, I believe.
Is there no K, like kids?
There might be now. Or is that video games? Because games
there's a kids
too.
One. There's T for teens as well.
Oh,
there's
Is that video game or movies though?
That's video games.
Okay.
Those are the video games. Yeah, E for everyone, T for teens. They have the 14 plus, I think, rating. I don't know what that one would fall under. PG-13.
Some video games are quite naughty with the language and the imagery, aren't they?
It would just be M. There's some
aren't
games.
They, Coop? Aren't there some naughty video games out there?
There might be. Yeah.
There really are. Yeah.
Lazy Larry, or what's that one called?
Oh, Lounge Lizard Larry. That might be approaching X, quite frankly.
Yeah, maybe Z.
Nixon says Severance Season 2 or Oilers versus Seattle. I will watch the Oilers versus Seattle.
Oh,
it's a
must.
I did start Severance Season 2 last night.
You're addicted to this show.
Well, I got them all available. It's really good. I think it's really good.
I'm concerned about your addiction.
That my life will be empty when I catch up.
Well, yeah. What's going to be next?
It'll keep you waiting.
I don't know. Well, look, I have no shortage of things to do in my life. Okay, I'm one of these people. I'm never bored. Okay, first of all, I have a job I enjoy, and the job is great. It can be time consuming. I mean, when the Oilers play, like I'm lucky enough to attend the games, but it is part of my work day, right? So that's something I do. I have no shortage of movies I would like to watch. There's other TV shows I could watch. I have unread comics and books all over my house. I have dozens of board games that I own. I'm ashamed to admit it. I have a few board games still in the plastic.
Do you?
Yes. So I have no shortage of leisure. If I were to be a lounge lizard. It was leisure suit Larry, not lounge lizard Larry. Either one would work.
Yeah.
So don't worry about me when I'm done. Oh, you're just saying because I like it so much?
Well, yeah, you generally don't like things.
That's true.
So I'm concerned. Or maybe I just really have to watch this.
It's good.
Oh,
It's
Post
good.
Malone's performing.
Posty, Reid.
Should we get into buying or selling?
Posty, let's do it.
For Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years, he and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate.
Okay, so Post Malone is performing at halftime of the second game of the triple header. Jack White played halftime in Detroit. Eminem came on stage. It was great. It was a good show, right? We watched it.
I quite enjoyed it. It was rock and roll. He plays guitar
was awesome.
rock.
It was good. It was entertaining. Buying or selling, Reid? Because Jack White played halftime in Detroit. Buying or selling, Black Sabbath is the number one artist and or band in which their name includes a color.
Oh, man, I never thought of that.
Jack White played.
So Deep Purple comes to
Pink
mind.
Floyd.
Simply Red.
Pink Floyd.
Blue Oyster Cult.
I'm saying Black Sabbath is the best.
I think Pink Floyd is bigger than Black Sabbath, are they not?
It's pretty close. They both have substantial hits. Like their number one hits, you can make a full album of all of them for each band.
That best is subjective. I would think Pink Floyd sold more albums than Black Sabbath. I would guess. I mean, The Wall was a huge one. I think Pink Floyd would have a larger following with a color, bands with a color in the title. Who else am I trying to think of it?
Good one.
Oh, they'd be big.
Yeah.
Pink Floyd sold significantly more albums than Black Sabbath.
Okay.
Pink Floyd sold over 250 million records worldwide. 75 million of those in the U.S. Black Sabbath sold 82 million worldwide.
We're missing a big one, thanks to Jodes. Green Day.
That's not even in the realm of Pink Floyd, though.
But I think Green Day'd be bigger than Black Sabbath, wouldn't they? They have lasted way longer.
Let's find out.
Green Day played the Grey Cup.
So Pink Floyd, 250 million records globally.
That's large.
Green Day, 75 million records worldwide. So Black Sabbath is still bigger than Green Day as far as records.
Now, the thing is, in this day and age, the records sold is not as big. But I think Green Day would be pretty big.
Green Day, for sure.
I think Pink Floyd, I would say Black Sabbath. No.
Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, yeah. Black Keys, somebody put. Oh, Blue Rodeo. They wouldn't be bigger than Pink Floyd, I don't think. I mean, Blue Rodeo wouldn't be bigger than Green Day. Some people might like them more, but I think for global popularity and sales and longevity.
Oh, Maroon 5.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
That's a good one.
Maroon 5.
Yeah. I like that.
Now, isn't Maroon 5 just basically Adam Levine, though, with other guys? Didn't it kind of become a solo act over the years? Because he was such the star of the band, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Did he do all the writing, though?
I think they started out as more of a band approach.
And then he got so
but
big.
he's kind of the guy.
Because he was at a payphone trying to call home.
What song is that?
Payphone.
He's trying to call home.
That's the only one I know, I think.
All the change he spent on you.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. What about...
That's a fun question, Jay. But I would say, I would sell then that Black Sabbath is the biggest name with a color in the title.
I didn't look into any of the stats.
Oh, yeah.
Buying or selling?
Oh, there's more.
Sure, there's...
Well, this is probably the highlight of my week.
There's always more. So it's Ohio State, Michigan this weekend.
Oh, that's this weekend, right?
That's the big
Michigan
game.
beat them last year. Ohio State was
won
terrible. Then Ohio State won the national championship. Well, when I was a lad, a loss of that caliber would have eliminated Ohio State from national championship contention.
Yes. No longer. Buying or selling, the Oilers-Flames rivalry is still the biggest rivalry in Edmonton.
Oh, I buy on that, yeah. Oilers Canucks is pretty big.
Oilers Panthers?
They don't play enough. Oh, well, I know they played in the Stanley Cup final. But
Right.
What about Oilers like Vegas or Oilers Kings? Like I just
is it a rivalry if one team wins every series, Jay?
I believe that was a bit of a persnickety answer. I believe you were trying.
I was on this LA podcast last year. And the guy was like, so, are Oilers fans like really worried about the Kings and stuff? And I'm like, why would Oilers fans be worried about the Kings? They wind up beating them every year. Oilers fans are worried about other teams.
But do you think it's still got the same, like Ohio State, Michigan is that one of the greatest rivalries in sports?
Okay, here's the thing.
Uh-oh.
I struggle to answer that because there are European soccer rivalries that
North American
I wouldn't
sports?
be able to even comprehend. Probably
Is Ohio State, Michigan one of the biggest rivalries in North American sports?
I would buy on that because they play every year and usually both teams are good, if not great. Like Oilers Flames took a dip because the Oilers sucked for a long time. And in some of those years, Calgary also sucked. I mean, Steinberg and I started calling it the pillow fight of Alberta. A listener sent that in. I should have kept their name and given them credit. I mean, it ebbs and flows. Certainly Oilers Canucks got ramped up with the playoff series. The Oilers and Golden Knights have played a couple of times. I still think we can come back to Oilers Flames. There's always a hubbub around that game. Hubbub, 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 hubbub.
Shanzi says, how about the White Stripes?
Well, yeah, that's
Jack.
That's kind of what you were inspired by.
Yeah.
They were very big. I don't know if they're quite as big as... Would the White Stripes even be bigger than Green Day? I don't think so. But they've had some... Like he did Seven Nation Army today. I mean, it brought the house down. He had everybody... like everybody was going along to it.
I don't think I can name another song, though, from the White Stripes.
The hardest button to button.
Nope.
I have the one album, Elephant. It's a very good album.
Oh. The White Stripes have sold over 7 million albums worldwide.
That's
Green
it,
Day,
eh?
75. So it's
it's like
a tenth.
How about isn't there a band Living Color? They made the Cult of Personality.
Wasn't there a band in Living Color? Something like that?
Wasn't Dallas Green? Color. What was it? Name and Color or
City and Color.
City and Color.
Right. Yeah.
Because it was Dallas Green. That was his name, which is Dallas, Reid, is a city, as you know.
Yes.
And Green, obviously, is on the
so
color
he just
spectrum.
called himself City and Color. Van Owen, yes, Living Color is a band. Yeah, that's a neat question. We missed Pink, solo artist. She's pretty big.
Oh, she's pretty big.
Yeah.
Bob Seger and the Silver Bullets. No?
Yeah, sort of. Red Rider. But they wouldn't be as big. But we're just thinking of color. White Snake. Yeah, White Snake. Here I go again on my own.
Going down the only road.
Pearl Jam.
That'd be a stretch for me calling that a color. I know where you're coming from, but yeah, that'd be a stretch for me saying they're a color band.
Is that White Snake's only?
That's the biggest one. And the guitar player from White Snake, who played on that song, Vivian Campbell, is now in what band?
Ooh. Well, it's got to be an older band.
Yes. And why am I bringing it up?
Def Leppard.
Yes, Def Leppard. Yeah, we said, or somebody said Blue Rodeo. People are throwing that in. That's a good buying or selling. We'll do more later if you have any, or just do other stuff.
We'll just do other stuff.
See where we go.
Yeah.
We'll talk some football, American Thanksgiving with Elks linebacker Nick Anderson when we get back.
Oilers news. Jack Roslovic was absent from practice. He's questionable for Saturday's game in Seattle, while Kapanen left the ice early this morning due to injury. There's no update on his status, while Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Curtis Lazar are expected to play this weekend. One game wrapped up, 2 games to go in the NFL at halftime. It's the Chiefs trailing the Cowboys 17-14. And at 6:20, the Ravens and Bengals kick off. Joe Burrow making his return for Cincinnati. First start since week 2. He's been sidelined with a foot injury. Join Lieutenant Eric for the game at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road. In other news, Pittsburgh's Aaron Rodgers was a full participant in practice for the first time since November 16th after fracturing his left wrist. Elsewhere, Devontae Smith is good to go for the Eagles as they battle the Bears this week. He's been fighting a chest and shoulder injury. From Golden State, Steph Curry is out a week with a quad injury. He sustained that one last night against the Rockets. This sports update is brought to you by Advantage Sports Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you're stuck with a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at advantagesportmed.ca to book an appointment. Today, Elks linebacker Nick Anderson checks in next. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Gazdick from Sportsnet. You guys remember when Dallas Eakins got fired? We had got shelled at home on a Saturday. We were sitting around with a day off Sunday, and we were like, all right, this is going either way. Dally's getting fired, or we're getting bag skated bad. We get out there, 0 pucks. This guy put us on the line. I'll never forget Dally screaming at us. He's like, you guys think I'm not going down without a fight? Again.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Celebrate the holiday season with the Tenors. Joy to the World Tour at River Cree, December 19th. From timeless classics to fresh renditions of favorites, the Tenors arrive just in time for Christmas. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com. All
right, hope you're having a great day. Oilers practicing today. They'll practice tomorrow, then head off to Seattle. Game on Saturday against the Tentacles, 2 o'clock game. So we'll have the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show at 1 o'clock hosted by our buddy Tom Gazzola. Edmonton Sports Talk is presented by Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta is your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, and lottery all in one place. With early access to real money games, you can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now and start playing today. You have your play of the day. Tons of stuff under EST specials, eh?
Oh, yeah. There's always stuff. There's always things going on, Reid.
It really is.
It really is.
It's quite heartwarming. It's early in the third quarter, 17-14. Cowboys leading the Chiefs, the second of 3 games on Thanksgiving Thursday in the National Football League. We got our guest. Oh, this is perfect. What great timing. We're going to the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team. Fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. From your Edmonton Elks, it is linebacker Nick Anderson checking in. Nick, you're on with Reid and Jay. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How y'all doing?
We're doing great. Thanks for taking time for us today. Where are you checking in from today?
I am checking in from the lovely town of Vicksburg, Mississippi.
Okay, and has Thanksgiving dinner happened? Like, I hope we're not interrupting a big meal, or what's the family routine today?
Man. Thanksgiving is currently still going on. I took a little mini halftime break to come chill with you all and talk to you all. But it's been a great day, man. It's always a blessing to be with the family, especially on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, well, so if you don't have to share everything as much as you're comfortable, but how many people are there? Who does the cooking? What's being served? Is set the scene for us as much as you can.
So we're hosting it at my uncle's house today. My grandmother and all of her siblings did a lot of the cooking. My mom did some cooking, and really everybody just brought some of everything. That's really how we do Thanksgiving. Everybody brings a dish or brings something to add to the Thanksgiving meal. But it's a great experience. And after that, we probably go to my grandfather's side and, see his people and see his family. But just see as many family members as possible. It's always a time to just fellowship and see people that you haven't seen in a while.
Okay, so is a lot of your family and loved ones right in that area in Mississippi?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody makes their way back to Vicksburg for Thanksgiving. No matter where they are, Texas, Georgia, Louisiana, everybody comes back to Mississippi for Thanksgiving.
Okay, so what's your thing? What's your item on the table where it's like that Nick's going for that? Nick's probably getting seconds. Make sure there's enough for Nick. What's yours?
I have been on a pecan pie for a little bit all day. I think we had like 3. There's going to be 2 because I'm going to take one of them and put them away for myself later. But that's definitely, I feel like that's my favorite meal of Thanksgiving is the pecan pie.
So is this a you kind of get up, you make your way to one place, you eat, you rest, then you get up, you make your way to your uncle's, you eat, like how many meals are you going to consume today, hopefully?
I'm probably going to hit all 3, man.
Yes.
I've hit 2 so far. I'm definitely going to hit a 3rd one. But yeah, it's one of those things where you wake up, you don't eat breakfast. You can't eat breakfast. But you wake up, you make sure you're someplace for lunch. You get a good meal, catch a couple early football game. And then once that game goes off, you kind of, tell everybody, all right, good, see you later. Then you make your way to the next place. Let me see what hasn't been eaten at this place. And then you catch the next game. And then the last place you go, and it's like, okay, that's where you fix the to-go boxes that last you for the next week.
Okay. That's pretty cool. In terms of being an Edmontonian for the last couple of years, when did you, or maybe you already knew, I mean, sometimes people know, but I know not all Americans know about the differences with Canada. When did you realize when people were talking about Thanksgiving in Canada that it was like, wait a minute, that's not the same day I'm used to?
This year was my first time. Okay. Yeah, this year was my first time conceptualizing that we have different Thanksgiving. And I feel like that's because like I've gotten more involved in like the community and people outside of just being just a football player for the Elks. And so listening to people talk and tell me that they're preparing for Thanksgiving, I was like, Well, I think Thanksgiving. Like, I was confused. I was like, okay, well, what Thanksgiving are y'all preparing for? But then I was like, okay, Thanksgiving in Canada is before Halloween. And then y'all have a Remembrance Day in November. And then after that, it's basically Christmas time for the rest of the year and then New Year's. Versus down here in the States, we have Halloween and it's only Halloween. And then after that, we have Veterans Day, and then we have Thanksgiving, and then, like we say down here, the best time of year is the time between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So yeah, it's a little different. It was kind of weird to see jack-o'-lanterns and turkeys out for decorations at the same time. I feel like that was the most weirdest thing. But outside of that, it was pretty cool to have two Thanksgivings. I'm not complaining.
You're not complaining about them. And most football players won't complain about the food opportunity because I know you guys burn it off, right? or turn it into muscle. And in the States, there's no tradition like the poppy, right? In the States, or do they wear that in some part of, because Canada, everybody wears the poppy for Remembrance Day, which is Veterans Day in the U.S.
Okay, I don't think we have a tradition like that outside of everybody just paying their respects when it comes to Veterans Day. But I don't think we have a tradition where we wear a certain thing. I mean, Thanksgiving for my family is put your nicest outfit on, look presentable. Like, don't come to dinner or lunch, wearing jogging pants and flip flops. Like, you're gonna look presentable at the dinner table. But that's about it. That's about it when it comes to Thanksgiving traditions.
When you were like a student, high school, going to college and all that stuff, like, was Thanksgiving a big day for you to get a mental break, watch football and hang out with the family? Or would any of your amateur teams would have played on this weekend? What was that like?
So at Tulane, we looked up and we had games either the Friday after Thanksgiving or the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So our Thanksgiving meals was always with the team because we usually Thanksgiving fell around the last regular season game for us. So Tulane is playing Saturday versus Charlotte. And so Thanksgiving was always, when I was in university, spent with my teammates. I think one year I was able to come home because it was during COVID and the team that we were supposed to play had a breakout. And so they allowed us to go home for that. But yeah, Thanksgiving was with the teammates, and then Christmas was at home with the family, which is pretty good. My last year we went to the Cotton Bowl, so it was pretty good to, even though we didn't have Thanksgiving for Christmas, we were able to go home and then go to the Cotton Bowl and play around New Year's. But yeah, like football is huge in America during this time of year, from the NFL games being today and then tomorrow being the start of college football rivalry weekend. And so it's a huge weekend when it comes to the great game we love and know.
Nick, obviously you played at Tulane with the Green Wave. What's your thoughts when you look at the college football playoff bracket right now and you see number 12 Tulane Green Wave amongst the other 12 big schools? That must make you pretty proud, no?
Man, it makes me like 99% proud, 1% jealous, because I'm like, man, they would start the college football playoffs a year after, we graduated and we won the Cotton Bowl and did all that stuff. But it's just, I'm proud of that university. I'm proud to call it, a second home to me. I went back for their homecoming last weekend and was shown a lot of love. Everybody loves when I come to town. I love being there simply to just see the legacy that we worked hard, continue to be carried, and to just know that they're continuing to have success. Those are the opportunities where you're able to say, okay, Tulane had a dynasty, and just to be a part of that, to be a part of the team that started that is so special, man, and it's something that nobody can take away from us. So I'm proud of those guys. Looking forward to those guys handling business Saturday, winning the conference championship next weekend or the weekend after next, and then getting the opportunity to go play for a national championship, get in the playoffs, man. It's a blessing. Not everybody going to be able to say that they were able to do that.
Nick Anderson, Elks linebacker, joining us today. He's checking in on the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Okay, a couple more for you. We got to talk about Elks stuff and about you. When you kind of had a, I guess, chopped up season because you were healthy, you got hurt. I think you came back, and then you got hurt again. Like, how are you doing? How do you sort of process the individual challenges of the past year?
Man, this past year was crazy. Simply because, just coming off a very stellar rookie season and really just looking to be even better than you were the year before, and then starting off super hot, and then getting an unexpected injury, battling, trying to come back from that, thinking that you're ready to go just to, have another setback. I'm grateful to say that by the end of the season, I was at 100%, which is just not only a tribute to the hard work that I put in with rehab, but just a tribute to our training staff, the coaches of just, giving me the resources to get back fully healthy. It does sting a little bit knowing that we weren't able to, make the playoffs, so I wasn't able to play again. But on the bright side of that, I'll be fresh and ready to go for next year. But it's just one of those things that, it's just the reality of the game that we play. It's just another reality that comes with being a professional in this sport. Injuries are inevitable, but it just teaches you how to approach things a little bit differently to make sure that your body's in tip-top shape to endure everything that you have to endure. And it just makes you mentally so stronger, because a lot of times it's not about just being physically strong on this level, but just having that mentality, that resiliency to continue to push, to continue to do what you have to do to show up day in and day out and do your job. And I'm grateful for it, man. I'm always grateful for the highs and the lows, because it always makes the journey worth being a part of. And so I'm looking forward to what's to come in Edmonton. The bright future is here. The future is here now, and I'm looking forward to what we're going to be able to do next year and just being a part of that 100% healthy.
Well, the last time we had you on was you tweeted something and then came on with us with a very strong message about the future of the team and how good you felt. And I mean, you did take it down to the last couple of weeks alive for a playoff spot. I mean, I guess that the thing is, I think we know, we talked to Morris, we talked to Killen, we talked to Hervey, Cody talked, garbage bag day. Everybody feels better about the team, I think, even though the record was the same as last year. I'm just you got to win some games in June and July, man. You can't be uphill the entire rest of the way. Is that kind of where you're at too with the starts of the year?
100%. And it's crazy how a lot of people don't believe in deja vu, but I believe that, everything happens for a reason. When we were at Tulane, we did the same thing for 3 years straight. It was the beginning of the year would be a little shaky. We'll be a first half team, couldn't finish, couldn't do this and that. But after taking the full offseason serious, dotting our I's, crossing our T's, holding each other accountable, we really were able to get that 1-0 mindset to come out fast, come out swinging. And I just feel like after last year and all the pieces trying to get in place and new faces coming into the building, trying to get everybody on the same mentality, the organization has done a great job of retaining people that have the same mission at hand, the same perspective at hand on what greatness looks like in Edmonton. And I know that us attacking this offseason will set the tone for us to start this season fast and get back to the way that Edmonton football is supposed to be played.
Nick, you're a great interview. You're a gentleman for joining us mid-Thanksgiving dinner. Hopefully there's food left. And you got a lot. There's lots of this game left for you to enjoy, and the evening game coming up as well. Thank you so much for hopping on, updating us on what's going on in your life and your thoughts on the Elks as well. We really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me. God bless.
That is Nick Anderson checking in, linebacker for the Edmonton Elks. Excellent player, and as you've heard there and several other times, excellent interview as well, joining us on the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Yeah, I like that insight. It's interesting to hear about people's family traditions and get-togethers and the food, and he shared all that. And he's a really well-spoken guy.
Really, yeah.
And he does it on the field.
Brings it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that was good. We appreciate him checking in from, Vicksburg, Mississippi?
Yeah,
I was going to ask him the temperature. I'll Google it. Temperature in Vicksburg, Mississippi.
It's almost smack
It's only
dab
9. It's only 9 Celsius.
Really?
So it's not incredibly warm. What are we? My phone says it's -8 here, which isn't too bad for
just
the last
west
week in November.
of Jackson, Mississippi is Vicksburg.
Yeah, I think it's about 20-some thousand, so probably a Lloydminster-esque size.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so he's having a good Thanksgiving there. Yeah, we appreciate the Elks making him available. And again, Mark Killam, head coach of the team, is going to join us in studio from 4 to 5 on Monday. So that's going to be really cool. Talking to Mark 1 year into being the head coach of the Elks, because he was hired December 2nd of last year. So we're looking forward to that coming up as well. Jay and I are coming to you from the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Win big this football season at the Canadian Brewhouse. Score your shot at a trip to the Super Bowl, weekly prizes, and more, plus $1 off Budweiser and Bud Light tankards. Details at the CanadianBrewhouse.com. We got our Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week coming up. We got more comments from Stuart Skinner and Matthias Ekholm. We're going to go to Marmot Basin and catch up with our buddy Brian Rode to see because they opened, yesterday or today? Yesterday, so that's pretty cool. We want you to keep getting in touch, 780-218-9999, River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. If you are watching on YouTube, you can post in the nasty chat with us, more importantly with each other. I don't even know what people are talking about right now, but it seems like they're having a good time.
Big Uke's leaving.
Like permanently?
He's gone. Going to Las Vegas.
He's moving to Vegas?
No, he's on a plane to Vegas. I don't know if he's staying there.
Oh, he's not staying. He's on a holiday.
If he does well, maybe he'll stay there.
If he cashes it, yeah. If he's he just rolls the plane onto red at the roulette table.
Yeah.
Betting the plane on red.
I don't even roulette. I don't even know what that game is.
Oh, it's a casino game. Yeah. I'll explain it to you.
Is that the one with the what are they called? Dominoes?
No, it's a wheel of numbers on a little ball. Yeah. It is weird. Yeah,
sounds lame.
It's a weird one. Huh. Give us a thumbs up. Let's get to 100. The show's just only half over. We're at 70, so we need 30 more to get to 100 in about 80 minutes. So we're on pace to do that. But don't delay. Get in there and click. Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week coming up. Here's the Coop.
Edmonton's Kasperi Kapanen left practice early this morning. No update on his status. Seemed to have injured something, while Jack Roslovic is questionable for Saturday's matchup with the Kraken. And being cleared for the game, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Curtis Lazar expect to play out west. Down south, it's the Chiefs and Cowboys underway halfway through the third quarter. Dallas holding on to a 17-14 lead. After that, Joe Burrow starts for the Bengals. His first start since week 2. He's been out with a foot injury. Bengals Ravens kickoff at 6:20 with Lieutenant Eric down at Sally's Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road for the action. In Pittsburgh, Aaron Rodgers was a full-time participant at practice for the first time since he fractured his left wrist November 16th. From Houston, C.J. Stroud is likely to return for the Texans to take on the Colts this week. He's been taking full reps at practice for 2 straight days. In UFC news, Amanda Nunes is making her return to the promotion to challenge bantamweight champion Kayla Harrison at UFC 324 in January. Nunes last fought in 2023. The Athlete of the Week for Pasta Pantry brings us back after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The EST Hangout.
Before the Colorado game, the Oilers had given up 8 or more goals once in their previous 643 home games. Franchise record for most goals against in a span of 3 games at home, and tied for third most goals against over a span of 3 games at home in the NHL since 1997.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Sentinel Storage is proud to partner with Toy Mountain in support of Big Brothers Big Sisters Boys and Girls Club. Between now and December 19th, drop off a new unwrapped toy at a Sentinel Storage near you and bring a smile to a child this holiday season.
Hockey is heating up, and so is the excitement on Play Alberta. With casino winners every hour, jackpots worth millions, and revenue that stays in the province, there's never been a better time to sign up. Right now, our listeners can score a $50 free bet when they make a minimum $50 deposit with code EST50. That's code EST50 for a $50 free bet. Start playing with your game sense today to find out if you're Alberta's next winner. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
EST Afternoons.
Tristan Jarry is 30 years old. He's got, after this year, 2 more years at 5.375. If this is to happen, Joaquin, one, do you like it?
Is this the sideways move we've been talking about?
For you, is this a sideways move?
I think I like Jarry as much as I like Skinner.
Okay.
He's had his issues in Pittsburgh, kind of hot and cold.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
The Oil Stream.
We're going to introduce Oilers forwards to the front of the other team's net. Like Clattenburg last night looked like he was young Cam Neely compared to this group. Like he goes in, hammers somebody behind the net. The Oilers must have been like, what the hell, is that allowed? He went to a place called the front of the net.
What is that?
Where he got a rebound. That's when the goalie has trouble with the puck because there's people around him.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Thanks a lot for tuning in this afternoon. Along with Jay Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. We're with you until 6 o'clock. Full live and local, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. every weekday, plus extended coverage on Oilers and Elks game days. And, of course, the Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric, 6 to 9 every morning, is also on 95.7 Cruise FM. No impact on anything we do on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, or YouTube throughout the day. It's just an extra way to get that particular show. I heard it's going quite well. Yeah, I mean, we're never here early enough to interact with those guys. I mean, my God, they started work at 4:30 or something like that.
Yeah, it's an ungodly hour.
Here's a hint. We ain't in. Are you an early riser? Have you ever been an early riser? Or are you just sort of normal?
Well,
but traditional.
I mean, we're up at 7 every day with the girls,
which I don't consider
that's
early.
not early.
No,
I have filled in on the morning show.
Yes.
And I mean, for me, I'd have to be up at 4.
Yeah.
4:30.
And did you feel miserable the whole time?
No, but when I would fill in for like 2 or 3 consecutive days, I'd have to go home and have a nap.
Yeah, it catches up with you.
You have to. Yeah. I don't know how, like Dusty, I don't know how he does it.
Well, he works some of the most intense hours of anybody I've ever known.
It's incredible.
I really think, and people are going to say, well, Reid, he's your boss, so of course you're going to say this. And I think I once complimented Dusty on Twitter in the last year, and he replied, well, technically I'm paying Reid to say this. But I felt this way even before I had Dusty as a boss/colleague. He has one of the most unique and accomplished careers already in Canadian broadcasting. And he's really only about halfway through. Like I truly think highly of him as a broadcaster. What he does, the diversity of what he does, how he does it is truly outstanding. I think people should, I'm sure they do, but really appreciate what we got here.
Yeah.
I mean, he's everybody here is great. I mean, Dusty's our leader, does a morning show, does play-by-play, now owns a station. Like this is a remarkable career that he is crafting for himself. And he's a nice guy.
He's a lovely man.
He laughed at one of my jokes once.
Did he?
He left the room right after, but he laughed.
I don't know that feeling.
Oilers practice today. Coop's been giving you the roster updates in his reports. Matthias Ekholm commenting on trying to work out some kinks at practice today.
I think we worked on some of them today. I think it starts with breakouts. I think it starts with communication. And honestly, a lot of mental stuff too, just trying to remove that plastic film that seems to be around everyone's head right now, where it's almost you're not thinking as quick, you're not moving as quick, you're not reacting as quick. So I think there's a lot that goes into it, but I also think that there's a little bit of a thing where we find one thing, it's going to trickle into all of the areas, and I think that this group has been through this before. We know we're in it, and we just got to battle our way out of it. So I think we worked on some of those things today, and hopefully we get a good day again tomorrow to have a practice. Because if you look at the last 2 months, like we haven't practiced. I think we have as many practices this week as we've had the last 7 weeks. So not an excuse, but for sure nice to be able to work on some stuff.
Well, practice can only help after an 8-3 loss. That was over in the first period.
And I like how he referenced the film around their head. That needs to be removed.
Right, yeah. That's a good way to put it.
That's a good way to put it. I wonder if it was tin foil.
They're keeping out the other coaches who are trying to hack their brains, perhaps. I don't know. Well, no, but look, we like hearing from Ekholm. And again, there was a clip a couple days ago, and some people didn't like what he said. And we said, look, we're not necessarily saying you have to like or not like or agree or disagree with what he said. I just think he tries to say something thoughtful. He doesn't brush aside questions generally.
And I think he answers honestly.
As honestly as he can, for sure.
Honestly as he can. I mean, yeah, the mental mistakes, mental issues with this team are concerning at this point.
Yeah.
So, and this is what we talked about after that stretch of 7 games in 11 days. Now you'll get some time to practice.
Right.
As a team.
And I think for most people, I mean, we were talking about the intensity and the criticism of the fans earlier in the show. And when the team is bad, a lot of it is warranted. But I think most people just want the player or the coach to acknowledge that what the fans saw, the player saw.
Yeah.
Don't give a non-answer. Don't say things are fine. Just say, yeah, we did do bad. Some fans might still be angry and say that's not enough, but I think a lot of fans or people listening to post-game interviews would be like, okay, at least Ekholm's acknowledging it. At least he's saying like, hey, this stunk. Hey, we got to be better. Let's get to our Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week. Pasta Pantry, for over 30 years in Sherwood Park, Pasta Pantry has served hot, delicious comfort food made right in their kitchen. They do it fast so you can slow down. They're a family at Pasta Pantry, and when you go there, you're one of them. Go check out Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park, your home of the pregame meal.
Well, I am pleased to be joined here by local athlete, Sherwood Park softball player. This is the Athlete of the Week, Macy Branco. How are you doing today, Macy?
Good. How are you guys?
We are doing lovely. Now, what grade are you in and what school are you currently at?
I'm in grade 12 at Archbishop Jordan.
Archbishop Jordan, ABJ. Yeah. So you're a Scot.
Yes.
Great Scot. We've got a Scot on our hands. Okay, that's good. Look, you're excelling at softball. When did you start playing softball and what drew you to the game?
Yeah, I started around 4 or 5 years old. I kind of grew up on the diamonds. Both of my parents played slow pitch. So they always tell me in between at bats, they were like rolling the stroller and stuff like that. So they had like a huge impact on that. And then ever since I was 4 years old, where like the bases had horns in them, they were like squeaky, I just fell in love with it.
And you've played your entire, I guess up till now, your entire softball career has been played in Sherwood Park, and which team?
Yeah, in Sherwood Park with Storm. And then I'm also on a travel team based out of Saskatoon, the 222's fast pitch. I've been on that for 6 years now.
Okay, so you're on a travel team based out of Saskatoon. Mm-hmm. So can you? I have no idea how that works. So
yeah,
can you give us a little bit of a rundown of what that entails?
Mm-hmm. So about twice a month, we drive down to Saskatoon for team practices, and then they're kind of spread out all over the place. We have regional practices, so all the Edmonton girls will practice together, and then there's different trips throughout the year. So I just got back from Arizona for 2 weeks, and then I go to Vegas in February for 5 days. So we kind of practice all winter, and then the games we play is when we go down to the States.
Okay. You've recently committed to Southeast Community College in Beatrice, Nebraska. Now, First question first. What made you commit to Southeast Community College in Beatrice, Nebraska?
I would say it felt like everyone says it, like, once you walk on campus. So it felt like home as soon as I walked on campus. When we pulled up, there was like my name on the sign. When we got into the main building, my name was on the TV. Like, it just felt like home. And my coach down there reminded me of one of my very first coaches, Carney. So that like also had a huge impact on why I chose there.
Now, you wouldn't be referencing one Carney Wirtz, would you?
Yes, yeah.
Well, little fun fact for you here, Macy. Carney and I went to junior high and high school together.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, really?
Now that would mean that you probably played with my niece and former Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week, Julia Tuckwit. Is that also correct?
Yes, yeah.
What a small world. What a small world. So you're already a superstar down in Beatrice, Nebraska. You're a superstar in Edmonton because you're on the show. You're the Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week. We had a major league pitcher in our studio yesterday, sitting right here, Eric Sabrowski, and a question was raised by one of our listeners, and I wanted to ask you because, I mean, you're going all the way to Nebraska. So how does somebody that grows up playing softball in Sherwood Park, Alberta, get noticed and ultimately signed and brought in, I'm sure, under some sort of a scholarship in Nebraska?
Yeah, so the twos kind of, my travel team kind of helped with that because getting seen in the States, there's like lots of coaches at tournaments. My coach didn't see me at a tournament. I use this app called Field Level. So that's where I would message coaches, post videos of practice games and stuff like that. So messaging him is when I got in contact. And then from there, it kind of led to a phone call and then a visit and then me deciding to go there. So Field Level was a huge part in it because it is harder to get seen up here since at tournaments, we don't have college coaches there.
Macy is our Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week, joining us on the Oil Country Towing Video Hotline. So you mentioned being on a team in Saskatoon, living in Sherwood Park, going to school, doing all this traveling. I wonder, and I've talked to other student athletes about this in the past, and I've gotten some great answers. So I want to ask you just about time management. I mean, because I assume you don't get a break from your studies, or your parents are like, only worry about ball this week. So what if you must be quite, or are you, like, do you consider yourself quite mature when it comes to your time management skills already?
Yeah, I'd say for certain things my parents say I wouldn't have time management, but I would say like getting school and softball done, those are like my top priority. But yeah, I'd say just finding the time to do it. It's when we're on the 2-week trips, we always do like study groups, like with the team and stuff. We'll meet in the lobby. But other than that, just trying to get it done.
Okay. Who is your favorite athlete and or team? Or someone you look up to athletically?
My favorite team would probably be Oklahoma softball.
Oh, really? Okay.
Good team. Yeah. I wouldn't say like all the girls older than me in my travel team program, I'd say I look up to. But other than that, I don't have one specific player.
Okay. Interesting.
Macy, would you go to Southeast Community College in Beatrice? That is a junior college. Okay, you'd reference it, the JUCO. Is this something where you go there and you're saying, okay, I'm here now, I'm on this stage, and I want to keep moving up? Is that kind of the goal for you?
Yeah, so I wanted to do JUCO to start off because it is 2 years, and then my goal is to go to a 4-year after that.
And what school do you want? Like, I mean, I'm a big. My wife forces me to do this thing called a vision board.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to put these things on a framed photo, and I cut out things out of magazines, and when it's in your mind and you say it out loud, it has a better chance of happening, or at least that's what I've been told. And look, I sit in this seat now, so things have worked out for me somehow. Macy, what school is on your vision board?
I would say it's hard to know now because I still have 2 years at JUCO, so I don't have one specific school. I know I want to go somewhere warm after, but I wouldn't say there's one school yet. I think I'll figure that out maybe after my first year.
Awesome. And I got one last question for you because I was looking at some of your highlight videos that I found online, and I can't figure out. I mean, you were shown doing the windmill pitching, you were shown hitting, you were shown fielding. It looks like you can play all positions, but what are you going down to Southeast Community College? Like, what were you recruited as? Was it a certain position?
Yeah, I was second. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of the time, like with Sherwood Park, I do utility. I have to pitch sometimes, but I'll be going down for second.
Well, it's never a bad tool to have in your toolbox. Macy Branco, thank you so much. Very well spoken. Thank you for taking time to join us here, and congrats. I'm being from Sherwood Park, I'm sure you've been to Past the Pantry.
Yes.
Okay, so your dad nominated you for the Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week. So I think you owe it to him, the $25 GC that you're going to get. You know, maybe take Pops out for a supper. He'd love it. I know that for a fact. Macy, thank you very much. Congrats on being the Pass the Pantry Athlete of the Week, and good luck as you head down to Nebraska playing softball.
Thank you so much for having me.
Right on. That's really good. We've had so many great stories for the Pass the Pantry Athlete of the Week. Just incredible stuff.
It's amazing how many local athletes there are that are, spreading their wings and going out, throughout North America playing sports.
We've had ages, is it 8 to 80? Was 8 our youngest or 10? Maybe 10 was our youngest.
Oh, no. 8.
We had an 8.
The BMXer.
We had the Ken, the marathon runner.
Ken Davidson.
In his 80s.
Wasn't there a 5-year-old hockey player at some point?
Did we have that young?
I wasn't here for that.
We had the Brick was a 10-year-old.
Oh.
Brick term was a 10-year-old.
Right.
So I think we've had 8 to early 80s. And we've had softball, baseball, football, hockey, soccer, BMX,
medieval sword fighting,
the medieval martial arts. That's not exactly what it was called.
It wasn't.
So
the Edmonton Historical Martial Arts.
You always remember it better.
I'll never forget that.
Better than I do. So this is, and we want nominations. Like, I think we have proven, because I know there's cynical people out there. And they're like, they're just going to get hockey. Well, a couple times, sure. But we've gone all over. It's been men and women, boys and girls, again, all ages. So send us a nominee, Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, or go to our website, scroll down, look for the submission form. 95% of these have been listener nominated, probably at this point. So we will look into it. We will find a story, and we want to tell these great stories. That's awesome for Macy Branco. Okay, we're coming up to the 5 o'clock break. We're going to have more from Oilers practice. We'll have the Alberta Blue Cross Courageous Moment. Of course, we're going to have Words of the Day for Edmonton Public Library, all coming up.
2 guys and a goalie.
I don't think the Oilers actually broke the Flames. I think the Flames broke the Flames, and people wanting out of Calgary broke the Flames, and internal stuff in the dressing room broke the Flames. Some of the management decisions and ownership decisions about who is making decisions around the table.
That was Sutter behind the bench. That was a tough situation.
It wasn't the right
2 guys
fit.
and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit WJSportsTalk.com today.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses. Because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
At Mind 360, we invite you to embark on your mental health journey in a safe and comfortable space. Conveniently located in St. Albert, Mind 360 has a diverse team of experienced clinicians that offer a broad range of tailored services for children, adults, and families. Furthermore, we are very proud to serve our military, veterans, and first responders. If you're looking for counseling, treatment, or assessment, understand that you are not alone. Contact Mind 360 at mind360.ca to book an appointment today.
Oilers news. Jack Roslovic was absent from practice. He's questionable for Saturday's game in Seattle, with Kasperi Kapanen leaving the ice early this morning due to injury. No update is on his status, while Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Curtis Lazar are expected to play this weekend. One game wrapped up in the NFL. One game alive with another game to go entering the fourth quarter. The Dallas Cowboys lead the Kansas City Chiefs 22-14. And later on, Joe Burrow makes his return for the Bengals, facing the Ravens at 6:20. Join Lieutenant Eric for the game at Sally's Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road. Elsewhere, Devontae Smith is good to go for the Eagles as they battle the Bears this week. He's been fighting a chest and shoulder injury. UFC news. Amanda Nunes is making her return to the promotion to challenge bantamweight champion Kayla Harrison at UFC 324 in January. Nunes last fought in 2023. To basketball, Jalen Williams of the Thunder will make his season debut tomorrow against the Suns. He missed the first 19 games of the season. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. Hour 3 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Must you click? Your thumb. Must you click? Thumb, thumb, thumb. Click, click. Thumb, thumb.
There it is, the Thumb Click Remix, as put together by Zachary Kubish. If you're watching us on YouTube, click that thumbs up button. We need 20 thumbs in the final hour of the show to get to 100. We always try to get to at least 100. So get in there and click. If you've already clicked, then click share. That'll generate a link for the show. You can email that or text that off to some other people in your lives and say, hey, check these guys out. They're having fun. They're talking Oilers. They had an Elks player on. They're updating you on the NFL game, all that kind of fun stuff. So, share the love here at Edmonton Sports Talk. It is snowing, apparently.
Can you verify?
I did. Well, I looked. I don't know how to open this. Well, I saw the snowing out the window. Jasmine says it's snowing. At least here in the West End it is.
It's snowing.
There's snow on the ground.
I can't believe
district. What is it? The Dinner Theater District?
Dinner Theater District.
You can't believe it's snowing.
I can't believe it's snowing.
You're shocked it's snowing.
It's snowing. Cats and dogs.
Oh, yeah, it's coming down, eh? Yeah, we're going to have to sweep our cars, our vehicles.
Well,
it's here, baby.
It's here, baby. I'm going to have to get the winter tires on my vehicle. I
got mine put on a couple weeks ago. You do it yourself?
No. I don't have rims.
Oh, okay.
We use the same rims.
Oh, right.
I have to call my guy.
Oh, your guy?
I got a guy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can you do the voice? Does he have a voice?
Hello. He's an older fella.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He does great work.
Chiefs knocking on the door. 3rd and goal. No good. 4th down, they got to go for it.
No, they don't. It's 14 and a half.
They're going to go for it.
It's the start of the 4th quarter.
The common thinking is now to go for it.
I disagree.
Was that PI? Holding? Close. Matthias Ekholm also talking about the best way to bounce back from that blowout loss to the Stars.
When you're in a Canadian city that has that much, expectations from all different areas, it's easy to feel like when it's really bad, it's just terrible, and when it's really good, it's amazing. But there's usually somewhere in between, and you got to look at it in a way where we've played, I don't know the exact number, but somewhat of 25 games now. There's still over 50 left. Like we have a lot of game to go. Obviously, our game's got to get better, but it's not going to come from feeling bad by yourself or whatever, being frustrated. You just got to have conversations. You got to talk to your teammates. Talk, what do you see, and how can we help? How can we be solution oriented? And I think that's something that we've been doing in here and having some of those conversations, and hopefully that'll show up on the ice.
Well, yeah, it's got to show up on the ice. I mean, they've been saying the right things, but it's got to show up on the ice much more consistently. The Chiefs go for it on 4th down, 4th and goal from what were they, the 3?
Yeah.
And they get the touchdown. Mahomes had to scramble to his right, threw back against his body, Rashee Rice with the catch. So 21-20 for the Chiefs, 9 seconds into the 4th quarter.
Whew.
You know who hates the Chiefs?
Let me guess. Bronco Nick?
Louise Wilkins, my mom.
Really?
She's decided she hates the Chief.
Oh no,
she's had enough.
That's my girl's favorite team. They love the Chiefs.
She's had enough.
That's like the new, the new, I guess, age of Patriots fans are like my daughters are now Chiefs fans because they've been so good.
Right. Well, now the Patriots are good again. They weren't bad for very long.
Jeez. That's not fair. They need to go through at least a decade of poor
the Patriots?
play.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, they could be bad for until 2080 as far as I'm concerned. It's not happening that way, though.
Wouldn't bother us.
So this is interesting. Roslovic's hurt. Probably not going to play on Sunday. That's all of a sudden a big loss to the team. I mean, it looks like Nuge is coming back, so that'll be good. So now Roslovic's become one of the most likely guys to score a goal, and he's not going to be in action.
So I saw something in the Nasty Chat earlier about Kapanen.
Kapanen apparently was getting close to playing and tweaked something late in practice and stormed off the ice. And there's video of him, I think Rashog took it, of knocking a bunch of sticks over in anger. So now Knobloch didn't update it after practice, but I think we can read into, well, he probably was feeling good and then all of a sudden wasn't feeling so good.
And what was it listed as, his injury? Was there a descriptor to it? Lower body?
I think they just said lower body. Yeah. I don't even remember. It's been like it's been a long time.
Yeah, it has been.
Because what did he play, 3 games or 2 games or something like that? So that's tough with no Roslovic. Here's the lines they went with today. Now, again, this could change tomorrow, could change Saturday. McDavid between Savoy and Hyman. Draisaitl with Podkolzin and Kapanen, who, as we said, left practice. Nugent Hopkins with Clattenburg and Mangiapane. Henrique with Frederick and Lazar. Lazar, like Nuge, cleared to play. Tomashek was on the ice. Ekholm with Bouchard. Nurse with Regula. Kulak with Emberson. Skinner and Pickard, the goaltender. Knobloch did not say who would be the goaltender on Saturday, and Jake Wallman is day-to-day. So a quick update there from Oilers practice. Stuart Skinner also was asked to evaluate his season so far.
Personally, I've been doing my best to show up consistently. Results will say that it hasn't gone our way. Hasn't been very favorable, but that's life, isn't it? Sometimes life isn't fair, but I think for us as a group, we just got to continue to keep on working on our game, keep on doing the little things, keep on working on our structure. Really dial in the trusting of each other out there. And we, our job is just to keep on getting better every single day. It's not easy, especially when you're losing games. And the feelings that we feel sometimes as a team. So just sticking together, doing our best together, and getting out of this thing.
All right, so a little bit there from Stuart Skinner. 21-20, Chiefs leading the Cowboys early in the fourth quarter. Do we have our guest Cooper right away? Is he there? I think he. Okay, we'll get him. We're going to go to the Oil Country Towing video hotline right away. Oilers' next game is in Seattle. That's on Saturday. It's a 2 p.m. game. So 1 p.m. here on Edmonton Sports Talk for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show that is hosted by Tom Gazzola, and then starting next week, a 5-game homestand. So finally, an extended stretch of time at home for the Edmonton Oilers. No hockey today. No NHL today. They just said, NFL, do your thing.
Take it over.
They conceded the day.
Take the wheel.
I don't know if the NFL cares what the NHL is doing.
They sure don't.
Or any other league, probably.
They couldn't care less.
Right. They couldn't care less.
They couldn't.
If they could care less,
they would. Maybe they would.
Maybe.
But they couldn't.
They do not. They're not worried about it. All right. Words of the day coming up. And, we got Brian back? He's back. Okay, let's bring him in. Let's go to Marmot Basin for the first time it's snowing here in Edmonton, so this is perfect time to have him on. Brian Rode from Marmot Basin. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, fellas. How about you?
Well, I think you might be doing a little bit better, Brian, because, I know that Marmot had to delay the opening day of the season, but here you are. Here we are. You opened yesterday. How excited are you and your team to have patrons up there at the Hill?
Yeah, you bet. Well, we are pretty darn excited. And you're right. We had to delay our opening by about, 10, 12 days exactly. We planned on opening on the 14th, but we got open yesterday. And boy, oh boy, things are great. It was a huge opening. We didn't just open with 2 or 3 runs. We've got every single lift open except for the knob chair. So tons of terrain. People that came out yesterday, I mean, the stoke was high, as they say, and everybody had a great time. So we couldn't be more thrilled.
Brian, we were talking leading up to this with you and myself and the team at Marmot, and I had to review this a couple times to make sure I was reading right. But the promotion that you guys have going on, and I want you to give the full details of it with what happens when you bring kids up to Marmot, I believe up until December 19th. That is amazing, and it is extreme amount of value. So why don't you tell our listeners what I'm referencing?
Yeah, you betcha. So, and the deal actually goes past December 19th. So here's what it is. So everybody knows who skied Marmot before that, we got a lot of great expert terrain, but we are known as a wonderful family ski area because of the variety of terrain. So embracing the family market, what we've done is we said, look, if you got a kid 12 and under, we're going to make it more affordable for you to ski here. And it's 12 and under, free lift tickets, free rental equipment, and free breakfast. Now that goes right up until December 19th, and that's 7 days a week. Now after December 19th, the kids ski free and the kids rent free continues Monday to Friday. That goes right to the end of the season. There's no blackouts with that. So even people who are planning for the March break or the other holiday periods when the kids are out of school, they can take advantage of that all season long. So super good deal, of course, for families. And I'll tell you about another one here with a family package. This is 4 lift tickets, so 2 adult and 2 17 and under. That's only $289 until the 19th. And then after that, it goes up to $349. And again, no blackouts, very good deal. You're not going to find a better family deal anywhere.
No, that is fantastic. And I'm sure plenty of people will take advantage of that. Look, it's early in the season. Is there anything, safety wise or, that you want to get a message across to some of the people that will be visiting Marmot Basin?
Yeah, absolutely. And you're going to get the same message from every single ski area out there. First and foremost, it's not just Marmot Basin, but all of our fellow ski area operators. Number one, be safe. We want people to have a good, long, happy season, injury-free, and you can do it. In the early season, even though we have great conditions for this time of the year, there's still man-made and natural hazards out there. So be careful. And you spent your summer off skis and you're going to use different muscles. And experienced skiers and snowboarders know that. We sometimes forget because we get a little bit anxious and we want to go hard. But take it easy. You got a long, long season ahead of us. Our ski areas here in the Rockies go right into May. We've got some of the longest seasons you're going to find anywhere. So don't go too hard right off the bat. Get warmed up. And especially pay attention to all of the signage out there, all the closed areas. Our ski patrol work very hard on making sure that we keep people safe. So observe the signage and have a safe season.
Okay, Brian, I appreciate you taking time. I know you're busy here with everything opening up. One other question for you before we let you go. Have you slapped the skis on yet?
Yeah, you betcha I did. I was out there first run yesterday and greeting everybody and again, everybody, the hoops and haulers, and just excited to be out there. And so, yeah, I got out there. I've been a skier pretty much all my life, and I wasn't going to miss the first day. That's for sure.
All right. That's Brian Rode from Marmot Basin with your weekly Marmot Basin update. Check out their website for more details. You can find that at skimarmot.com. Brian, we'll catch up with you next week. Take care. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, fellas.
Thanks, Brian. Brian Rode from Marmot Basin. Good to have him back on the Reid Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. Coob just went and grabbed some food. All of a sudden, Coop the Corgi. So if you're just joining us or you didn't hear us talking about it earlier, Jay's dog, Coop the Corgi, is here today.
Coop's with Coob.
But he spent most of the show sleeping on the floor between Jay and I. He is now really into Zach because Zach got some food. And Coob's like, what am I getting? What might fall on the ground?
Well, it's an office
I'm
full
often hungry.
full of guys here. So, there's oftentimes spilly spills happen.
Somebody like me may have spilled something earlier.
Cooper reaps the benefits. I just don't want him to go through all
the
wiring.
At him crawling under that table. Just he's probably finding crumbs from previous days.
Yes.
It's like, this is a gold mine under
It's
here.
better than a vacuum. He came in here and it's spotless on the ground now.
And it is your month to vacuum, so you should thank Coop.
Yeah, that's true.
Thanks, Coop.
He's going to keep the floor nice and clean for you.
Yeah, I'll show Coop before we let the show out. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, he will be. He's not near Jay right now. He's very friendly with Zach, trying to get fed. You can text us 780-218-9999. That is the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week. That's from 2 to 5 p.m. Post in the Nasty Chat on YouTube. We need a dozen thumbs to get to 100. Let's get going. Let's get us to 100. That'd be pretty good on a non-Oilers game day, snowy day, NFL on. So don't be a pleasure delayer. If you've already given us the thumbs up, click share, send the show link off to somebody else. Say, hey, check these. Here's the thing I got to tell people this. Like, this is real. If there's somebody who's a big speller, likes grammar, likes definitions, our words of the day in the final 5 minutes of the show is for that person. I know what they're going to say. I don't like sports. I don't watch sports shows. And you can say they do a word of the day. They got the library to sponsor it.
It's legit.
Play along. It's legit. It's probably the most legit word of the day in North America. I'd be comfortable saying that.
Fun fact.
I think this is the most legit word of the day segment in North America.
I agree.
So send the show link off to people and say, hey, these guys do word of the day. Even if you just want to watch that part of the show today and going forward, you'll have a little bit of fun with them. Cowboys get a touchdown, go for 2, and get it. 11:15 left in the fourth. It is 28-21 for Dallas, leading Kansas City. We'll keep you updated on that one. Alberta Blue Cross courageous moment when we get back.
Edmonton's Kasperi Kapanen left practice early today with an injury. No update on his status. Well, Jack Roslovic is questionable for Saturday's matchup with the Tentacles. He was absent for this morning's skate and being cleared for the game. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Curtis Lazar are expected to play in that matchup. Down south, it's the Chiefs and Cowboys. Underway, Dallas regaining the lead. It's now 28-21 against Kansas City. About 11 minutes and 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. After that, Joe Burrow makes his return for the Bengals against the Ravens. His first start since week 2. He's been out with a foot injury. Join Lieutenant Eric for that one at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road. Kickoff goes at 6:20. From Houston, CJ Stroud is likely to return for the Texans to take on the Colts this week. He's been a full participant at practice for 2 straight days. Into basketball, Jalen Williams of the Thunder will make his season debut tomorrow against the Suns. He's missed the first 19 games of the season after undergoing wrist surgery to repair an injury he suffered during their championship run. The Reid Wilkins Show returns following a brief intermission. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Hockey is heating up, and so is the excitement on Play Alberta. With casino winners every hour, jackpots worth millions, and revenue that stays in the province, there's never been a better time to sign up. Right now, our listeners can score a $50 free bet when they make a minimum $50 deposit with code EST50. That's code EST50 for a $50 free bet. Start playing with your game sense today to find out if you're Alberta's next winner. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
It's wing showdown time at the Canadian Brewhouse. Creamy street corn goes head-to-head with Mexican chili lime. 2 bold flavors battling for your taste buds. Grab them anytime, or just 69 cents every Wing Wednesday. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Celebrate the holiday season with the Tenors. Joy to the World Tour at River Cree, December 19th. From timeless classics to fresh renditions of favorites, the Tenors arrive just in time for Christmas. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Sentinel Storage is proud to partner with Toy Mountain in support of Big Brothers Big Sisters Boys and Girls Club. Between now and December 19th, drop off a new unwrapped toy at a Sentinel Storage near you and bring a smile to a child this holiday season.
Okay, hope you're having a great day. Yeah, we got some snow coming down. Well, what are you going to do? Unbelievable that it's snowing.
I can't believe it.
I thought it was going to be summer forever. This was the year there wouldn't be winter.
I mean, when there's like a foot of snow out, I wonder what people are going to sound like when they're shoveling the snow. You know, they might be making a noise.
Like if because sometimes you really got to strain when you struggle, right? Or when you shovel. You really got to push the snow aside. Get it out of there. Coob, you're a little poop disturber, aren't you?
I might be a poop stirrer.
That's all right. Thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. We really appreciate it. Yeah, the Oilers practice today. We've been giving you updates on that. They'll practice again tomorrow. And they'll head off to Seattle. The game on Saturday is what they call a matinee in the entertainment business. 2 p.m. game, so 1 o'clock here on EST for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show hosted by Tom Gazzola. He'll be on after the game to break it down as well. And then a string of home games for the Oilers as they try to move up in the standings. 10-10-5. Well, not a great record out of the playoffs right now. Got some work to do. As Ekholm was saying, they got time to do it, but it has to start happening, I think, sooner rather than later. All right, 780-218-9999, the afternoon inbox for texting, presented by River Crib Resort and Casino. Happy hour featuring $5.25 drinks available Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. We should quickly revisit, or maybe not quickly, maybe people will get back into this, the off-topic topic for William Huff. So the Oilers autograph session is tonight at West Edmonton Mall. People have lined up, throughout the day, but for Connor and Leon, long lines. Only the first 300 people in line are guaranteed to get an autograph. So our off-topic topic was, which person, not athlete, not Oiler, which person, anyone in the world, would have longer lines than Leon and Connor for an autograph session at West Edmonton Mall? A lot of people saying Taylor Swift, including me. Ronaldo got some mentions. Beyonce got a couple mentions. Tom Gazzola maybe had the most off-the-wall one. He said Eric Braeden, who plays Victor Newman on Young and Restless. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he would have longer lines, but he'd probably have a line. He'd probably have a significant line.
Yeah, sure.
So who out of anybody in the world would have longer lines than Leon and Connor for an autograph session at West Edmonton Mall?
I did... Obviously, as you all know, and Reid, you know, Bruce Simpson and William Huff are great supporters of Edmonton Sports Talk. I reached out to Bruce because it is the off-topic topic for William Huff, and here's what he had to say. A great question. Obviously, Taylor Swift,
right?
But maybe after asking two great questions on Tuesday, it might be Reid Wilkins. I don't think he's listening to me, folks.
No, nobody would line up for my autograph.
Why not? I would.
Ace saying Geddy Lee. I think Geddy Lee would have a significant line. Would it be longer than Leon O'Connor in Edmonton? I don't know. That's a good suggestion, though.
There'd been suggested several times.
There'd be a ton of musicians. Now, this is not an apples to apples comparison because the Oilers do this almost every season. Somebody who has been an international or a national star, there'd be just an incredible novelty of them even coming to West Edmonton Mall.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I still stand by like some of the more, I guess polarizing people in the world. Like the Elon Musks. That'd be a good one. Love them or hate them, people would line up to have a word.
But there's not a lot of conversation involved. I think
Okay.
I think Taylor Swift is up there. Beyonce with her. I think that's a really interesting suggestion from Ace. Like, I think Geddy Lee, I don't like as long as Leon O'Connor, I don't know. But I think he'd have a massive line.
Sure he would.
Massive line. Now, the thing is, too, and again, this is why it isn't apples to apples, okay? Because at the Oilers lineup, you can get one item autographed. If it's Connor, you can't even bring that item.
Yeah.
You have to sign a provided upper deck picture, okay? So, and as we were talking earlier, for people who missed it, the opportunity for conversation is probably limited. You know, they're keeping the line moving. You know, I agree, or I think that, and I've seen it, and the Oilers are friendly. Like, the players are going to be professional. They understand what's happening. They may not love every minute of it. They may get tired, but they understand they're meeting people. They're probably meeting a lot of people who don't get to go to games in some instances. And if you're going to meet a little kid, like, you're going to have some sort of an interaction. But so here's the thing. So let's use Geddy Lee as an example. Might you actually be able to talk to him for 30 seconds to a minute? Because I don't think you're getting 30 seconds with any of the Oilers.
True.
If you do, they're slow signing the autograph, and they're probably not talking, or maybe they're talking to you as they're signing. Like, this is interesting because this raises the whole question of who would have a long line because they're immensely popular and famous, and who might have a long line because this person might actually give you something, even if it's a 45-second chat. Okay, so here's the thing. We don't know our listeners and the people in the Nasty Chat, but we know a little bit about them because of how they interact with us. Okay? All right, I should get Ace's approval to use him as an example from what very little I know about him. So if he wants me to stop, I'll stop. If he wants to say, no, Reid, you can use the little you know about me as an example.
I think Ace is cool.
He's probably cool.
Yeah.
Because he's mentioned it, that I think he plays guitar or is in a band. I think. He'll tell me if, like, no, you're misunderstanding. So if it's Geddy Lee and it's Ace, they might be able to say to, like, Ace probably would have a question relevant to music and guitar.
Yeah.
Even if it's one question, and even if he got a 20 to 30 second answer, that would be an incredible, I would guess, and maybe Ace has already met Geddy Lee. I don't know. But that would be an incredible interaction along those lines.
You know what just came to me as we're talking about Geddy Lee? Another musician that is still with us that would be, I think, huge. What about Paul McCartney?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Right.
Would Geddy Lee, though, be bigger
like,
here?
McCartney would be quite huge. Well, maybe not for young. I don't know.
I would rather go see Geddy Lee. And if, it happened here in the city, wouldn't you have to put him right beside Bob and Doug McKenzie's statue? He actually collaborated on an album with Bob and Doug McKenzie. Side tangent there. Yeah, back in the 80s, he was a part of an album that they released, Great White North. Be cool. What about, like, John Lennon?
If we include people that were no longer with us,
yes.
but who you could get an autograph from at the height of their fame.
He would get some love.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Like, yeah, I agree. McCartney would have a bigger lineup than Geddy Lee.
Oh, yeah.
But I think in Canada, I think Geddy Lee would have a noticeable lineup. Like, I think if you were walking through West Edmonton Mall, you'd be like, holy crap. Like, there's hundreds of people in line.
And there'd be some diehards, too. Like, that would wait there.
Right.
Right.
McCartney's, Beatles are arguably the biggest band of all time.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've kind of gone on a few different paths with this.
Mm-hmm.
But this is why we did this, because we wanted specific people. So we could talk about it in this way, because we know Leon and Connor have long lines, but there are some people that would have. I think Taylor Swift is the most famous person in the world. Clearly, if she came to West Edmonton Mall, it would be Mania. Would it not?
Yes.
If she was signing up free, like, if you didn't have to pay, you could just line up and
it would be.
She's there for 2 or 3 hours, and hopefully, it'd be nuts.
Maybe that's what our courageous moment should be, Reid. For those people that have been lined up all day.
Oh, we got to do our courageous moment.
Lined up.
They could be.
That's a commitment. I I commit that.
That is a commitment.
I applaud that. Sorry.
Courageous moment for Alberta Blue Cross. Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed just for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you. Okay, I'm going to actually identify a specific person.
I'm also nominating Cooper the Corgi.
Well, Coop the Corgi,
He's
if you're on
been here all day.
YouTube, you can see him. Give Coop a thumbs up. I think we need about 5-6 thumbs to get to 100. We need 7. Give us
Cooper's ready
7
to go
paws.
home.
Give us 7 thumbs up on the paws.
7
Oh, here's a good one. The Vincenzo says The Rock. That'd be pretty big.
He'd be good.
Hey, The Rock signing autographs next week from 6 to 8 at the mall.
How many do you think Coop would get in his line?
I don't know. 80?
20?
No, I think there'd be some curiosity. I think some people would just line up just to see what they're lining up. What? It's a dog? Does he talk?
What's the stick?
What was I saying? No, I'm derailed.
Rock?
Somebody remind me what I was... No, before The Rock. Somebody remind me what I was talking about.
The people lining up.
Okay, here's the actual courageous person in line today. 2 people. The 2 people who are 301st in line for Connor and Leon. Because here I'm gonna read this right off the autograph session website. Okay? Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl have their own rules. Due to anticipated demand, the first 300 fans in line at the respective Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl stations will be guaranteed access to their tables. It doesn't mean only 300 fans get autographs. But it means if it's 8 o'clock and they're at 298, okay, they'll finish 300 and then they're done. Okay? If they finish, I don't even know how long it takes. Did they do a minute? They can't do a minute a person because that'd only be 120. So if they're doing 300 divided by 120 is about 2.5, roughly.
Yeah.
Did I do that right?
300
people divided by 120 minutes. Yeah, it'd be 2.5.
2.5,
It'd be
yeah.
2 4. So they're budgeting 2.5 autographs per minute. So how long is that exchange? It's about a 20 second
seconds.
exchange. Yeah.
22 seconds.
Yeah. So there's not a
fast.
lot. So if they're talking to you, they're probably not signing while they're talking. It's like, hey, this is Jay. Oh, hey, Jay, how are you doing? Oh, good, Connor. I really like you playing. Okay, yeah, well, we're going to try and do a little better. Thanks. Like, he's signing. They're not... Is there
It's not
time to
engagement.
stop and make eye contact?
Yeah, it's not engagement.
We're really nerding out on the details of
I'm
this.
actually surprised how long I've nerded out on this. Truthfully.
Oh, my God.
Another
But
courageous
that's
moment.
the courageous person, the 2 courageous people. They're 301st in line for Connor and Leon.
Knowing... Do you think they have somebody that marks you as 300? Or
Oh, yeah, they're
301?
counted off. Yeah, I think you get a wristband.
So you know you're 278.
Or you know you're in the first 300.
Oof. Tough. Courageous moment. Gage made Don't Air meat in our office today.
Yeah, Joaquin's incredible.
With his hands and an air fryer.
Well, thankfully he used his hands.
I'm not kidding. He used a can of beer, a tall can of beer, as his rolling pin to roll out the ground pork and beef. He's a talented man. And you tried it, didn't you?
Yeah, it was good.
Oh,
yeah, it was good.
Gosh, he brought in pitas. He diced some tomatoes. He made a sweet sauce.
Did he make the sauce,
He
too?
made that.
Yeah, Gage is one of the best chefs I've ever been around. Office chefs. He's truly the office chef.
Yeah, I love Walk. He's the man.
Yeah. What's Coop doing? I think he knows it's almost home time.
He knows that.
I think he knows it's getting there.
Well, when he hears word of the day, because we're usually watching at home, or he is.
Or he's watching at home.
April always puts on the show for Cooper. He sits there and watches the whole show, tip to tail. So he heard word of the day. So he knows the show is coming to an end.
He knows it's slowly winding down.
Yes.
28-21, Dallas leading Kansas City, fourth quarter. And Dallas trying to score again. Batted ball nearly picked off here by the Chiefs, but the Cowboys survive. I didn't see the down, so I don't know if they're kicking. 3rd and 8. Still 6 minutes left, but if they get a score here, That's going to make it really tough for Kansas City. All right, we got an update with the Coupe. We're going to roll into the final section of the show. Did we get any text you want to read? We got hung up on the Geddy Lee stuff, but probably other names are coming in.
Kaiser says, I am in Draisaitl's line right now and not one of the 300. He says, pray for me, boys.
How does he know how far back he is from the 300 cut line? So he's a courageous moment as well.
No, well, we'll see. Maybe he'll get back to us. Big Uke has sent us a picture from his plane, Reid.
He's listening on a plane.
He's listening to us. Look at us.
That's dedication.
That's you and I.
There we are.
So I have been secretly tracking Big Uke's flight this whole show. Big Uke is currently almost halfway to Vegas. He is just coasting over Montana, almost into Idaho as we speak.
Oh, amazing.
So safe travels to you. Godspeed.
That's pretty cool. All right, 780-218-9999. Text us the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Some final thoughts, and we'll roll into words of the day when we get back.
Roslovic of the Oilers was absent from practice today. He's questionable for Saturday's game in Seattle, while Kasperi Kapanen left the ice early this morning due to injury. No update on his status, while Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Curtis Lazar are expected to play this weekend. One game's live in the NFL with a triple header today. It's Dallas Cowboys leading the Kansas City Chiefs 31-21. 5 minutes left to go in the final frame. After that, Joe Burrow makes his return for the Bengals, facing the Ravens at 6:20. Join Lieutenant Eric for the game at Sully's Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road. And for the Eagles, Devontae Smith is good to go this week against the Bears. He's been fighting a chest and shoulder injury this week. In UFC news, Amanda Nunes is making her return to the promotion, challenging bantamweight champion Kayla Harrison at UFC 324 in January. That's Nunes last fought in 2023. The words of the day for the Edmonton Public Library brings us back on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Firehouse Subs. Our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
Maybe we just don't belong. I say we set it on fire. Maybe we just don't belong. I say we set it on fire.
we back, Coop? Oh, we're back. Okay. Sorry, I'll start paying attention to your cues someday.
That's okay.
We're at
Usually I give the
97
verbal.
thumbs, like 3 thumbs to get us to 100. If you haven't given the thumbs up on YouTube, do it now. We got to get to 100. We got 11 minutes to do it. Maybe you're on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio as well. That is also awesome. Maybe you're getting us on a podcast at a time in the future, which is cool. If you haven't already, go to wherever you get your podcasts and subscribe to the Reid Wilkins Show, the Nielsen Show, Hernan and Gager on EST Afternoons, all our great shows here, and you will never miss a moment of the magic and the fun. Did you see there's yet another goaltender rumored to be that the Oilers are interested in?
Yes, Tristan Jarry.
Tristan Jarry, former Oil King, who's had I guess overall an up and down career with the Pittsburgh Penguins. He's had some really good moments. He's had some tough moments. He was waived and in the minors. Was that last year or the year before, Coop? I think that was last year.
That was last year.
Was last year. This year, the Penguins playing fairly well, and they're getting good numbers from all their goaltenders, including Jarry, who just came off IR. He's 6-2 with a 2.53 goals against average and a .914 save percentage. Now, we were talking about Binnington. There's been talk about Binnington. Jarry makes not as much as Binnington, but in the general ballpark, 5.375 per season. He's under contract till the summer of 2028, so 2 years after this one. He does have a 12-team no-trade list. I don't know if the Oilers are on it or not, and I don't know with the Penguins playing well if they'd be looking to trade this goaltender, who is 30. I mean, he's younger than Binnington. I don't know if they're like, well, we got to trade this guy. But he's had some tough moments. He's having a good season. He had a .919 save percentage 4 years ago. Like I said, last year he struggled. He's had some tough playoff series along the way. This year, really good. I don't know if the Penguins would be looking to trade this guy, quite frankly.
Right. It's goaltenders that are playing
if the
good.
Penguins were doing terrible, maybe.
Yeah.
But they're not.
They're not. And that's why wouldn't they keep that asset?
Right.
Right? I mean, if you... I don't know. That's the hardest thing. That's the biggest part of this discussion. Everybody knows that there's goaltending issues in Edmonton. How are they addressed? It's not like people are giving away good goaltenders. And the Oilers are not in a very cap-friendly situation right now. So they're up against it in two ways. Do you actually think prior to the trade deadline that there's any sort of a goaltender acquisition?
Yes.
You do?
Yes. Les says, I can remember getting players' autographs in the players' parking lot in Northlands after games with a $20 nosebleed ticket. What else do we have here? Oh, Les also adding, I did get an autograph at WEM around the time it first opened from Robert Relic. Was it Clothier?
Relic? From
the beach. Relic from the Beach Group. What's the actor's name? Sorry, Les, I'm not doubting you. I guess I kind of am.
Robert, would it be Cloutier?
Is it Clothhier? Okay. Yeah, he was a friendly guy. He played kind of a curmudgeonly character.
He did.
On the Beachcombers, but obviously quite nice in real life. Chiefs pulling within 3, 31-28 Dallas, 3:27 left in the fourth quarter. Yeah, I think... Well, we've actually gone down in thumbs somehow.
Well, people are double-clicking.
Don't double-click.
Re-click.
If the thumb turns black, you've already clicked. Or maybe some people were like, I don't really like the show after all.
This show stinks.
I take back my thumb. These guys are losers. This could very well happen. Or they're just like, put the dog on again. Put the damn dog on
if
again.
It means clicks, I can bring Coop in.
Too long.
Right here.
Who came up with a dog with a cape? When did that arrive? I watched Superman for years on television. I never saw a dog with a cape.
All right, let's do our words of the day presented by Edmonton Public Library. They have a Cooking for a Cause program that allows private groups of up to 36 people to have an interactive cooking experience with a chef in the kitchen at the Stanley A. Milne Library. Holiday season just around the corner. This is a great team-building activity or an event for a family gathering. You can go to epl.ca/cooking-4-cause or just Google EPL Cooking for a Cause for more information or to book
the
your
word
party.
of the
cool
day
stuff
with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Hail Mary out of the library finally?
No.
What are you smirking about?
Nothing.
Let's find out.
English,
Did Coop say something funny?
No.
Then you know
Coop's yawning. Coop is like, get me out of here. This place is hell. He's like, this is the guy you work with? Okay.
Oh, don't say that.
No, Coop likes me, I think.
I think he loves you.
Yeah, I got Project Hail. I got a read project. I got 19 days left to read it. I haven't started.
I think you'll be fine. 19 days?
I'm a slow reader. Well, I'm not a slow reader, but sometimes I miss a day or two, right? As opposed to reading the book every day.
First word of the day, cornucopia.
Oh, crap.
Cornucopia.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't think I got it.
Cornucopia.
Well, maybe it's like that. Cornacopia. Is there a U in there? Is it COU?
It's CORNU.
Oh.
COPIA.
Oh, the U is there.
Yes. Cornucopia.
This has to do... Is it a variety of something, or is it a variety of something specific?
It's actually a cornucopia is also known as it's a curved hollow goat's horn, or similarly shaped.
I almost said something horn shaped
that is overflowing, especially with fruit and vegetables. So you'd see that in biblical pictures and whatnot.
That's specifically what it is. So I didn't get it right. I wasn't specific enough.
The image of a cornucopia is commonly used as a decoration, as a symbol of abundance. But the word is today more often encountered in its metaphorical use, referring to an overflowing abundance or to a seemingly inexhaustible amount of something.
Right.
So you were right.
There's a cornucopia of comics at the shop.
Yeah.
I don't think I should get a full point for the definition.
Well, you're going to get 0 for spelling. I'm going to give you... Hang on. Coop, how much should we give? Coop says 0.82 for the definition. Next word of the day. Muscetate. Muscetate.
Well, we got 100 thumbs.
Thanks, everybody.
Muscetate.
Call the dogs off.
That's good.
I think I'm going to go with my... Well, no, this was my first instinct. Muscitate. Is there no C? There is no C.
Want to try again?
Crap, these are hard. Muscitate. Well, I don't get points for that. That's still wrong.
Want to try again?
No, I don't.
Muscetate.
This word sucks. Muscetate. Is it M-U-S?
Yeah.
A?
No.
E?
No.
O?
No.
I?
No.
Y?
No.
U?
No.
I've said all the vowels. M-U-S-S. M-U-S-S-I-T-A-T. Well, I don't get any points for that. That's a debacle.
That's a debacle.
I shouldn't even be allowed to come into work tomorrow.
Let's go, girl.
Boo!
That's
You
horrible.
suck.
Muscetate. Would you like me to use it in a sentence?
Well, I guess. I don't know what it is. I've never heard it before. Muscetate is to mumble. Oh, okay.
I used it in a sentence.
I should get no points for anything.
Cooper says 0.82.
After I did so well most of the week, that was gross. That was
1.64 out of 4.
That was like watching Cooper vomit. That's about how
he
that's
didn't
how
vomit.
good that was. Well, if he
Don't
did,
spread that
I'm sure
rumor.
he's vomited at some point in his life.
People will think
most
I'm
dogs have.
negligent towards my dog. Yeah. Great show.
Well, it was until the end.
It's part of the entertainment value.
Yeah, watching me fail.
To all of those of you listening to us in the lineup for the autographs, thank you. Nice to get live
apparently
updates.
people were listening to us from the line.
Yeah, several.
Somebody's asking about Janmark. I'm not sure about Janmark, actually. I didn't. Did Knob say something about him?
No, I didn't catch anything.
I didn't catch that, so I'm not sure. There were some updates on some other guys. And sometimes it's hard to hear I wasn't able to go today. I wasn't able to hear all the questions. So anyway, Trev in the Nasty Chat says, I have colored plenty of cornucopias now that I think of it. All right. That's great.
Well, that would be something you draw in art class.
Yeah.
A cornucopia filled with green apples, red apples.
Yeah.
Bananas.
Well, there's a nude person posing.
Oranges.
All right. We got to go.
In grade 7 art.
Are you in the Hangout tomorrow? Yeah, grade 7 art.
Exactly. I am.
Hangout tomorrow. Nielsen Show kicks off our day at 6 a.m. That's also on 95.7 Cruise FM. On behalf of Zach Kubish, Jason Milne, and Coop the Corgi, who's fallen asleep, as I'm sure many of you have, I'm Reid Wilkins. Take care.